The world we know today has been shaped by the contributions of many brilliant minds, but among those whose impact is less widely recognized, Lewis Howard Latimer stands as a quiet yet significant figure. Born in 1848 in Chelsea, Massachusetts, Latimer's life unfolded in a time of both promise and hardship, as the United States grappled with the echoes of slavery, the rise of industrialization, and the challenges of societal change. From his humble beginnings in a family that fled slavery, to his work alongside Thomas Edison in the development of the electric light bulb, Latimer's journey was one of innovation and resilience. He not only played a crucial role in the advancement of electrical engineering, but also paved the way for future generations of inventors and thinkers. Despite the racial barriers of his time, his work has endured, becoming a foundation for the technologies we rely on today. As we explore the life of Lewis Howard Latimer, let this journey serve as a reminder of the quiet power of perseverance and intellect. Feel free to let your thoughts rest as we reflect on his life's quiet but profound legacy. If you enjoy this documentary, kindly like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share where you're listening from at your own pace. Lewis Howard Latimer's journey began on September 4th, 1848, in Chelsea, Massachusetts, a small town near Boston. His parents, George and Rebecca Latimer, had fled the horrors of slavery in Virginia, seeking refuge in the North. George Latimer, born into slavery, had been separated from his family in Virginia, but, with the help of abolitionists, managed to escape to freedom in Boston, where he eventually found work. In an act of bravery and hope, George and Rebecca Latimer's decision to flee the South was fueled by the relentless desire for freedom, a theme that would be carried forward in the life of their son. In the years that followed George's escape, his story became widely known, as he was one of the first black men to be rescued from the clutches of slavery by the efforts of the abolitionist movement in Massachusetts. The story of George Latimer's escape was a catalyst for many conversations about slavery, freedom, and civil rights in the North, and it served as an important backdrop to the environment in which Lewis Howard Latimer was born. Raised in the heart of a nation undergoing transformation, Lewis, from an early age, was immersed in the values of freedom, perseverance, and intellectual curiosity. The son of two former slaves, Latimer grew up with an acute awareness of the struggles that had shaped his family's history. Yet despite these challenges, his parents instilled a sense of possibility in him. Possibility grounded in education, hard work, and resilience. While the promise of a better life in the North was far from guaranteed, Latimer's upbringing was filled with determination. His father, George, had worked as a janitor and shoemaker, struggling to make ends meet for his growing family. However, George was not deterred by his circumstances. He was determined that his children would have opportunities that he had never had, most notably the chance for a solid education. Despite the hardships, George and Rebecca sought to provide their children with the foundation of freedom that education and knowledge could bring. Though formal schooling for African Americans was limited in 19th century America, particularly for those living in the northern states, Latimer attended the local public schools. It was clear that he was an exceptionally bright and curious child, displaying a talent for drawing and an early interest in mechanics. These interests were often cultivated at home, where his father encouraged his creativity by providing him with the tools he needed to develop his skills. However, Latimer's education was interrupted when he enlisted in the Union Navy at the age of 16 during the Civil War. His service in the Navy marked a critical moment in his life, one that not only shaped his future, but also exposed him to new technologies and concepts that would fuel his later work. Latimer served as a ship's carpenter during the war, learning valuable skills in craftsmanship and mechanical work that would lay the foundation for his future career. While the Navy offered Latimer an opportunity to serve his country during a tumultuous time, it also allowed him to experience the diversity of people and ideas, broadening his worldview. The war exposed Latimer to cutting-edge technology and innovations, including the earliest electrical systems and mechanical devices, which sparked his lifelong interest in the fields of engineering and invention. His time in the Navy helped him develop the resourcefulness and determination that would serve him throughout his career. When the war ended in 1865, Latimer returned to civilian life, but the societal landscape had changed. The abolition of slavery had allowed Black Americans greater access to opportunities, yet discrimination was still rampant, particularly in the workforce. In a country where racial segregation was deeply entrenched, the possibilities for African Americans were limited. But Latimer's drive was undeterred. His return to Boston marked the beginning of his transition from a young, aspiring inventor to a pioneering engineer. Upon his return to civilian life, Latimer faced many of the same obstacles as other black men and women of the time. Yet, where many would have been discouraged, Latimer found opportunities to hone his technical abilities. In 1870, he began working for a patent law firm in Boston, a role that would change the course of his life. As a draftsman, Latimer's job was to assist in preparing patents, which required him to create detailed technical drawings for inventors. It was through this work that Latimer's expertise began to gain recognition. While Latimer's technical skills as a draftsman were highly valued, it was his creativity and understanding of complex mechanical systems that set him apart. His time at the patent office allowed him to work alongside prominent inventors and gain an in-depth understanding of the patent process. It was here that he first encountered the world of electrical engineering, which would eventually become his primary focus. Latimer's early exposure to the world of patents and inventions sparked an idea that would shape the remainder of his career. Despite the racial prejudices of the era, Latimer was determined to forge his path as an inventor and engineer, breaking through barriers that many thought impossible for a man of his background. His ability to grasp the intricacies of complex mechanical systems and his talent for creating precise, detailed drawings caught the attention of others in the field. By the time he was in his early 20s, Latimer had already established himself as a capable and ambitious draftsman, setting the stage for the professional partnerships that would define his career. However, at this point in his life, Latimer had yet to fully realize the extent of his potential. His technical ability, combined with a growing determination to contribute to the world of innovation, would soon propel him to new heights. In his early years, Latimer's journey was one of overcoming obstacles, from a childhood marked by struggle to a young adulthood shaped by the echoes of war and racial inequality. Yet, these experiences only served to strengthen his resolve. With each challenge, Latimer grew more focused, more determined to make his mark on the world, regardless of the obstacles that lay in his path. As we reflect on this early stage of his life, we can see how the themes of resilience, innovation, and perseverance began to take root. These values would come to define Latimer's work and guide him as he moved toward the next phase of his life, a phase in which his contributions to the world of electrical engineering would become a cornerstone of modern technology. Latimer's upbringing in a family that valued education, hard work, and freedom laid the foundation for a life that would transcend the limitations of his time. From a young boy fascinated by mechanics to a young man navigating the challenges of post-war America, Latimer's journey had only just begun. The quiet yet powerful influences of his parents, his education, and his experiences in the Navy all played a role in shaping the man who had become one of the most important, though often overlooked, inventors in history. As we continue to follow the life of Lewis Howard Latimer, we will explore how these early experiences, alongside his immense talent and determination, would propel him into the world of invention and set him on a path toward groundbreaking achievements in electrical engineering. The story of Latimer is one of quiet brilliance, and his contributions continue to resonate today. From his early years, Lewis Howard Latimer understood the critical role that education would play in shaping his future. Despite growing up in a time when formal educational opportunities were limited, especially for African Americans, Latimer was fortunate to have parents who valued education above all else. His mother, Rebecca, was particularly instrumental in fostering a love of learning in him. Though George and Rebecca Latimer had faced the trials of enslavement and poverty, They were committed to ensuring that their children received an education that could provide them with opportunities that they had never had. In the mid-19th century, education for black children in the United States was rare and often unavailable, particularly in the South. In the North, where the Latimer family had relocated, the educational system was more accessible, though still fraught with racial inequalities. Public schools were typically segregated, and many black children were denied the same quality of education as their white peers. Nonetheless, Latimer's thirst for knowledge propelled him to pursue whatever educational opportunities were available to him. As a young boy, Latimer was enrolled in public schools in Chelsea, Massachusetts. These early school years provided him with the basic education he would need to continue his studies. He demonstrated a natural aptitude for learning, especially in areas related to mathematics, drawing, and mechanical design. Latimer's passion for engineering, which would eventually define his career, began during these formative years when he would sketch machines and mechanical devices in his notebooks. His drawing skills, in particular, would later prove to be invaluable. However, as a young African-American boy in a racially segregated country, Latimer's schooling was cut short when he enlisted in the Union Navy at the age of 16. The Civil War, which had been raging since 1861, offered Latimer the opportunity to contribute to the Union's efforts, though at the time he was still a teenager, filled with the same curiosity and eagerness to learn that he had carried with him throughout his early education. During his time in the Navy, Latimer's formal education was interrupted, but this period of service would later prove to be as valuable as his schooling. He worked as a ship's carpenter aboard the USS Massasoit, a position that allowed him to refine his mechanical skills and gain hands-on experience in working with various tools and machinery. This time in the Navy exposed Latimer to new technologies, and it was in this environment that his interest in mechanics, particularly in the development of engines and electrical devices, deepened. Latimer's time in the Navy is also notable for his exposure to a broader, more diverse array of people and ideas. He worked alongside individuals from different backgrounds, which would later influence his perspective on society and technology. The knowledge and practical experience he gained as a ship's carpenter provided him with the foundation to embark on the next chapter of his career, one that would lead him to a remarkable path in electrical engineering and invention. After the war ended in 1865, Latimer returned to civilian life, eager to build on the skills he'd acquired during his time in the Navy. However, the post-war period presented its own challenges, particularly for African Americans, who still face significant social and racial barriers. Despite these challenges, Latimer was determined to continue his education and find ways to apply his growing technical abilities. Upon his return to Boston, Latimer enrolled in a night school to further his studies. These night classes were invaluable in helping him refine his knowledge of mechanical design and engineering. He continued to develop his skills as a draftsman, creating technical drawings for various inventions. It was through his work as a draftsman that Latimer began to make a name for himself in the world of invention and engineering. Although Latimer's formal schooling had been brief, he understood the importance of continued self-education. He dedicated himself to learning as much as possible on his own, studying the works of inventors and engineers who had come before him. Latimer's determination to learn and improve was evident in his work, and he soon gained recognition for his expertise in mechanical design and his ability to draft intricate and accurate technical drawings. The skills Latimer developed in these early years as both a self-taught engineer and a draftsman became his greatest asset as he began his professional career. By 1870, Latimer had secured a position working as a draftsman for a patent law firm in Boston. This job would prove to be pivotal in his career, as it allowed him to hone his technical skills and build important connections with other inventors. He was tasked with preparing patent applications, creating detailed drawings of new inventions, and offering his expertise on technical matters. His work at the patent firm gave him invaluable exposure to the world of invention, and it was here that Latimer's interest in electrical engineering began to take shape. His job at the patent office allowed him to work closely with some of the most important inventors of the time. In particular, Latimer was introduced to the emerging field of electrical engineering, a field that would come to define his career. As a draftsman, he was responsible for preparing patents for a variety of inventions, including early electrical devices. It was here that Latimer met the inventor who would become one of his most influential mentors, Thomas Edison. While working at the patent office, Latimer's role as a draftsman and his growing technical expertise were quickly recognized by Edison's company. Edison, who was already known for his work on electric lighting, saw the potential in Latimer and invited him to join his team. Latimer's formal education had been limited, but his natural aptitude for engineering and his dedication to learning had prepared him for the challenges he would face in Edison's world. Though Latimer's formal schooling had been brief, his determination to pursue education at every opportunity, whether through self-study, night classes, or work experience, provided him with the knowledge and skills that allowed him to thrive. His experience at the patent office, his time in the Navy, and his continued self-education were instrumental in shaping his future success. Latimer's ability to learn and adapt to new technologies set him apart from many of his peers, allowing him to make groundbreaking contributions to the world of electrical engineering. Latimer's story is a testament to the importance of education, both formal and informal. Despite the racial and social challenges he faced throughout his life, Latimer was able to achieve success through his determination to learn and his unwavering commitment to improving himself. His story shows that the pursuit of knowledge can take many forms, and the desire to learn can lead to extraordinary achievements. In the years to come, Latimer's education, combined with his technical expertise, would propel him into the world of electrical engineering, where he would make contributions that would have a lasting impact on the development of electrical systems and technologies. But before those innovations would come to fruition, Latimer had to navigate the challenges of the time, continue to refine his skills, and seize the opportunities that would define his career. After returning from his service in the Union Navy, Lewis Howard Latimer found his first significant career opportunity at a patent law firm in Boston. The year was 1870, and Latimer, now in his early 20s, was determined to establish himself as a draftsman, an occupation that would serve as the foundation of his career in engineering and invention. The patent firm in which he worked was one of the most reputable in the region, dealing with a wide range of inventions from mechanical devices to early electrical systems. This position provided Latimer with invaluable exposure to the world of innovation and allowed him to refine his skills in mechanical design. As a draftsman, he was responsible for creating highly detailed technical drawings that were critical for the approval of patents. These drawings were not only intricate but also required precision and accuracy, qualities that Latimer displayed from the start. In the early years of his work at the firm, Latimer's talent for mechanical design quickly became evident. He drew blueprints for an array of inventions, including many early electrical devices. His work was meticulous, demonstrating an impressive understanding of engineering principles, despite his relatively young age and limited formal education. Latimer's ability to draft precise and detailed drawings caught the attention of several prominent inventors in the Boston area, including those involved in the emerging field of electric light. Though his formal education had been brief, Latimer's natural aptitude for mechanical work and his ability to learn quickly allowed him to thrive in this new professional environment. His job as a draftsman exposed him to new technologies, and his talent for translating complex ideas into clear technical drawings soon made him an essential part of the patent firm's operations. But it was his interest in electrical systems that would eventually set him apart from his peers and lay the groundwork for his future work with Thomas Edison. The work at the patent firm was not without its challenges, but Latimer's dedication and attention to detail allowed him to excel. He worked long hours, refining his technical skills and learning more about the intricacies of mechanical and electrical systems. It was through this job that Latimer developed the foundational knowledge that would propel him into the world of electrical engineering. His ability to create clear and accurate technical drawings for patent applications would later prove to be one of his most valuable skills. But as important as his work was as a draftsman, it was the exposure to a variety of groundbreaking inventions that truly shaped his future. Latimer became increasingly fascinated by the world of electrical engineering, which was undergoing rapid development during the late 19th century. The possibilities presented by electrical systems, particularly in the realm of lighting and power, piqued his interest. It was in this environment that Latimer first encountered the work of Thomas Edison, the man who would become his most influential mentor. Edison, a prolific inventor, had already made significant strides in the development of electric light and other electrical systems. By the time Latimer joined the patent firm, Edison was well known for his work on the incandescent light bulb, though the technology was far from perfected. As Latimer continued his work as a draftsman, his interest in Edison's work grew. He saw the potential for innovation in the electric light and was eager to contribute to the field. It was during this period that he began to focus his attention on electrical systems and the challenges associated with making electric lighting a practical and widespread reality. Latimer's expertise as a draftsman and his growing interest in the electrical engineering would eventually lead him to Edison's company, where his contributions would become instrumental in the development of the modern light bulb. At the patent firm, Latimer was exposed to many of the same challenges that Edison and other inventors faced in developing new technologies. The patent process was complex, requiring not only technical expertise but also a deep understanding of the legal and business aspects of invention. Latimer quickly became adept at navigating this complex landscape, gaining a reputation as a reliable and skilled draftsman. But it was his interest in electrical systems that set him apart from others in his field. As he honed his technical skills, Latimer began to see the potential for innovation in the realm of electric lighting. The invention of the electric light bulb was a monumental challenge, and it required a combination of technical skill, creative thinking, and persistence. Edison had already made significant strides in developing a workable prototype, but the light bulb was still far from perfect. One of the key issues that Edison and his team faced was the longevity and efficiency of the filament, which burned out too quickly. This challenge, which had stymied many inventors, presented an opportunity for Latimer to apply his technical expertise. While working as a draftsman at the patent firm, Latimer studied the workings of early light bulbs and became familiar with the challenges associated with their development. He realized that a more durable filament could dramatically improve the performance of the light bulb, and he began to experiment with different materials and techniques to create a more efficient filament. Latimer's approach was methodical and based on his understanding of materials and mechanical design. His work on the filament would eventually lead to the creation of a carbon filament that was longer lasting and more efficient, a key innovation that would revolutionize electric lighting. In addition to his work as a draftsman, Latimer's growing interest in electrical systems led him to seek out additional opportunities to learn. He began to spend more time reading about electricity and engineering, learning from books and other resources available to him. Though his formal education had been limited, Latimer's curiosity and determination to learn drove him to seek out knowledge from any source he could find. He was a self-taught engineer, refining his skills through practical experience and independent study. This commitment to self-education would become a hallmark of Latimer's career and a key factor in his success. Latimer's ability to absorb knowledge and apply it practically was one of the key reasons for his success. His work at the patent firm had exposed him to a variety of inventions and technologies, but it was his focus on electrical engineering that set him on the path to becoming one of the most important inventors of his time. His work as a draftsman helped him develop the skills necessary to contribute to Edison's electric light system, and his natural aptitude for mechanical design allowed him to solve the complex challenges associated with the development of the light bulb. As Latimer's work with Edison's company would soon demonstrate, his background as a draftsman laid the foundation for his later success as an inventor and engineer. It was through his work at the patent firm that Latimer's interest in electrical engineering blossomed, and it was here that he first encountered the challenges that would later become the focus of his career. His time as a draftsman not only provided him with the technical expertise necessary for his later work, but also gave him a deep appreciation for the importance of invention and innovation in shaping the future. By the time Lewis Howard Latimer began working as a draftsman at the patent law firm in Boston, the world of electrical innovation was rapidly evolving. The electric light bulb, still in its infancy, was one of the most exciting fields of technological development. Thomas Edison, already a renowned inventor with numerous patents to his name, was at the forefront of the race to create a practical, long-lasting light bulb. Although Edison had made significant progress in the development of electric lighting, the technology still faced numerous challenges, particularly the durability of the filament used in the bulbs. Latimer's natural curiosity and expertise as a draftsman made him particularly suited for the task of improving the electric light bulb. He had already developed a deep interest in electrical systems and had become familiar with the design and functionality of early light bulbs. It was at this point that his path would cross with that of Thomas Edison, a meeting that would significantly shape the rest of his career. In the early 1880s, Latimer's growing reputation as a skilled draftsman and engineer had reached Edison's ears. Edison, known for his innovative spirit and his drive to revolutionize the world with electric light, was in need of talented individuals who could assist him with the technical challenges he faced. The creation of a commercially viable light bulb was no small task, and Edison needed skilled engineers who could help solve the problems that had stymied previous inventors. Latimer's expertise in mechanical design, particularly in drafting intricate technical drawings, made him a valuable asset to Edison's team. Latimer's talent was immediately recognized, and he was invited to join Edison's company. This opportunity marked a turning point in Latimer's career, as it placed him at the heart of one of the most groundbreaking technological innovations of the 19th century. The decision to join Edison's company in 1882 was a significant moment for Latimer. Not only did it represent a professional milestone, but it also symbolized his commitment to the field of electrical engineering. While his work at the patent firm had provided him with a solid foundation, Latimer knew that joining Edison's team would allow him to make a much more direct impact on the development of electric lighting and other technologies. At Edison's company, Latimer was tasked with assisting in the refinement of the electric light bulb, a project that had already consumed much of Edison's attention. While Edison is often credited with the invention of the light bulb, it was Latimer's innovations in the filament that would ultimately make the electric light commercially viable. The challenge that Edison and his team faced was finding a filament that could burn for an extended period of time without burning out too quickly. Many of the early prototypes were short-lived, and finding the right material to create a durable, long-lasting filament was essential for the widespread adoption of electric lighting. Latimer, using his expertise in mechanical design and his growing knowledge of electrical systems, began working on improving the filament. His breakthrough came when he realized that a carbon filament, which could be derived from a variety of materials, would provide a much longer-lasting solution than the materials Edison had initially been using. Latimer's carbon filament would eventually become the key to Edison's success, allowing the electric light bulb to become a practical and reliable source of illumination. This innovation would forever change the course of history. Edison's team, with Latimer's assistance, created a light bulb that could burn for hours without deteriorating. This advancement in the filament made electric lighting a commercially viable option for homes, businesses, and public spaces. Thanks to Latimer's contribution, Edison was able to overcome one of the most significant hurdles in the development of the electric light bulb, marking a key moment in the history of electrical engineering. Though Latimer's work on the light bulb was crucial, it was not the only area in which he made contributions during his time at Edison's company. Latimer also assisted in the design of electrical systems for early power stations, which were necessary for distributing electricity to cities and towns. He worked on several projects that aimed to make electrical power more accessible to the public, further solidifying his reputation as an engineer and innovator. At Edison's company, Latimer's role grew steadily. His talents were recognized not only by Edison, but also by his colleagues, who began to see him as one of the key members of the team. Latimer's work as a draftsman was indispensable, as he was responsible for producing the technical drawings that would guide the construction of electrical systems. His ability to visualize and document complex mechanical and electrical systems was critical in bringing Edison's ideas to life. While Edison remained the face of many of the company's innovations, Latimer's contributions to the development of electrical technologies were integral to the success of their projects. As Edison continued to expand his work in electrical engineering, Latimer played a key role in designing and refining the systems that would eventually power cities and industries across the United States. The relationship between Latimer and Edison was one of mutual respect. Edison, known for his relentless work ethic and commitment to innovation, recognized Latimer's exceptional abilities and the value he brought to the team. While Latimer's name would never achieve the same level of fame as Edison's, his contributions were critical to the success of the electric light bulb and the broader field of electrical engineering. Though Latimer was not one to seek fame, his work at Edison's company laid the foundation for his future achievements. It was during this time that Latimer's understanding of electrical systems deepened, and his innovative approach to problem-solving made him an indispensable part of Edison's team. Latimer's work on the electric light bulb and the development of early electrical infrastructure would have a lasting impact on the field, and his legacy would continue to inspire future generations of engineers and inventors. While the world may have remembered Edison as the inventor of the light bulb, it was Latimer's ingenuity and technical expertise that helped make the light bulb a practical and lasting invention. Latimer's quiet brilliance played a crucial role in shaping the world's electrical systems, and his contributions are still felt today in the continued use of electric lighting and power systems. Through his work with Edison, Latimer demonstrated that the true power of innovation lies not only in creating new ideas, but in refining them and making them accessible to the wider world. His contributions to the electric light bulb and electrical infrastructure paved the way for a future where electricity would become a driving force in modern society. The creation of the incandescent light bulb remains one of the most iconic moments in the history of modern technology. While Thomas Edison is often credited with inventing the light bulb, it is crucial to understand that the development of this groundbreaking invention was not a singular effort, but rather the result of numerous contributions from several brilliant minds, including Lewis Howard Latimer. Latimer's work on the development of the filament used in the electric light bulb would prove to be one of the most significant innovations in this field. In the 1870s and early 1880s, Edison's electric light bulb was still in the experimental phase. While Edison had made substantial progress in developing a working light bulb, the problem of creating a durable and long-lasting filament remained. Early versions of the light bulb used filaments made from materials like carbon, but they burned out too quickly, limiting their commercial viability. The challenge was finding a material that could withstand the heat generated by the electric current for long periods without deteriorating. At this point, Latimer, who was working as a draftsman at Edison's company, began to turn his attention to this issue. He had already demonstrated an aptitude for solving complex mechanical problems, and his understanding of material science made him the perfect candidate to tackle the filament issue. Latimer realized that the success of the electric light bulb depended on the development of a reliable filament, one that would burn for hours without burning out or disintegrating. Latimer's breakthrough came when he began experimenting with carbon filaments. He discovered that by using a carbonized bamboo filament, the life of the light bulb could be significantly extended. The carbon filament proved to be more durable and efficient than previous materials, which had been used in early light bulb designs. This innovation helped to solve one of the most critical challenges in the development of the electric light bulb, allowing Edison and his team to move closer to creating a commercially viable product. Latimer's work on the carbon filament was a pivotal moment in the history of electric lighting. While Edison's earlier designs had been plagued by short-lived filaments, Latimer's contribution made it possible for the light bulb to become a practical, long-lasting source of illumination. The use of the carbon filament helped to reduce the cost of manufacturing light bulbs, making electric lighting more affordable and accessible to the public. This innovation played a key role in the eventual success of Edison's electric lighting system, which would transform the way people lived and worked. The carbon filament that Latimer developed was not only longer lasting but also more efficient than earlier designs. By improving the filament, Latimer helped to make electric lighting more practical for everyday use. The success of the carbon filament was a key milestone in the evolution of the light bulb, and it was directly responsible for the widespread adoption of electric lighting in homes, businesses, and public spaces. Latimer's innovation with the carbon filament marked the beginning of a new era in electrical engineering. His work helped to establish the foundation for the modern electric lighting systems that would soon power cities and industries across the world. The development of the carbon filament also led to advancements in the production of light bulbs, making it easier to manufacture them at scale. As a result, the electric light bulb became not only a symbol of technological progress, but also a practical tool that would improve the quality of life for millions of people. While Latimer's work on the carbon filament was crucial to the success of Edison's electric light bulb, his contributions did not end there. Latimer continued to work on refining and improving the light bulb's design, ensuring that it was both durable and efficient. He worked on developing methods for mass-producing light bulbs, which made it possible for electric lighting to become more widely available. Latimer's expertise in mechanical design and his innovative approach to problem-solving made him an indispensable part of Edison's team. In addition to his work on the light bulb, Latimer was involved in the development of other electrical systems that would power Edison's electric lighting system. He helped design the early power stations that would generate electricity and distribute it to homes and businesses. These power stations were the backbone of Edison's electrical grid, which would eventually become the foundation for the modern electric power industry. Latimer's contributions to the development of the electric light bulb and the electrical power grid were integral to the success of Edison's company. Though his name is not as widely recognized as Edison's, Latimer's work played a key role in bringing electric lighting to the masses. Without his innovations, the electric light bulb may never have become the ubiquitous technology that it is today. The success of the electric light bulb and the subsequent development of electrical power systems marked a turning point in history. The ability to generate and distribute electricity on a large scale transformed the way people lived and worked. It allowed cities to extend their hours of productivity, provided new opportunities for businesses, and improved the quality of life for millions of people. Latimer's contributions to this transformation are often overlooked, but his work was essential to the success of electric lighting and the broader field of electrical engineering. In recognition of his contributions to the field of electrical engineering, Latimer was eventually granted a patent for his work on the carbon filament. The patent, filed in 1881, was a testament to his ingenuity and his ability to solve complex technical problems. While the patent helped to solidify Latimer's place in the history of electrical engineering, it was his continued work with Edison that would cement his legacy as one of the most important inventors of his time. Latimer's work on the incandescent light bulb was not just about solving technical problems, it was about making a lasting impact on society. By improving the electric light bulb, he helped to pave the way for the widespread adoption of electric lighting, which would change the course of history. His contributions were not only crucial to the development of the light bulb itself, but also to the establishment of the electrical infrastructure that would power the modern world. As we reflect on Latimer's work on the incandescent light bulb, we can see how his contributions to the development of electrical systems and technologies helped to shape the world we live in today. His innovative spirit and technical expertise played a critical role in the development of electric lighting and the electrical power grid, two technologies that continue to play an essential role in our daily lives. Latimer's legacy is one of quiet brilliance, and his contributions to the field of electrical engineering continue to resonate today. The work he did on the incandescent light bulb helped to usher in a new era of technological progress, and his innovations laid the foundation for the modern electrical systems that power our homes, businesses, and cities. While his name may not be as well known as some of his contemporaries, his work remains a testament to the power of innovation and the enduring impact of his contributions to the world of science and technology. In 1881, Lewis Howard Latimer's contributions to the world of electrical engineering were formally recognized with the granting of a patent for his innovative work on the carbon filament for electric lamps. This patent, filed for a method of producing a carbon filament for electric lamps, marked a significant milestone in Latimer's career, as it provided official acknowledgement of his contribution to the development of the electric light bulb. While Thomas Edison is often celebrated for his role in the creation of the light bulb, Latimer's work was crucial in making the invention practical and commercially viable. Edison's early experiments with electric lighting had faced significant obstacles, particularly with the short lifespan of the filaments. Latimer's work on creating a longer-lasting, more efficient filament directly addressed this challenge. His discovery that a carbon filament made from bamboo would last longer than previous materials was instrumental in transforming the electric light bulb from a curiosity into a reliable, everyday technology. Latimer's patent was not only a recognition of his individual achievement, but also an important part of the larger narrative of innovation. His patented method for creating a durable carbon filament was a critical step forward in the development of electric lighting, and his contribution helped to make it possible for electric light to be used in homes, businesses, and public spaces. Around the world, the importance of Latimer's patent lay in its practical application. By improving the carbon filament, he made it possible for Edison's electric light bulb to be used for much longer periods, thus making electric lighting more affordable and accessible to the public. The carbon filament allowed for a light bulb that burned for several hours without quickly burning out, which was a significant improvement over previous designs. This innovation made electric lighting not only a more efficient technology, but also a more commercially viable product. At the time, Latimer's patent was one of the most important developments in the electric lighting industry. The carbon filament was an essential improvement to Edison's light bulb, and its success would lead to the widespread adoption of electric lighting. Latimer's role in this process was often overshadowed by Edison's fame, but his work was indispensable to the success of the invention. Without Latimer's contribution, it is likely that the electric light bulb would not have become the global phenomenon that it is today. Although Latimer was granted the patent for the carbon filament, the recognition for his work was not immediate. As is often the case with groundbreaking inventions, the contributions of individuals like Latimer can be overlooked in favour of more famous figures, and this was true for Latimer's role in the development of the electric light bulb. While Edison's name became synonymous with the invention of the light bulb, Latimer's contributions were often underappreciated by the public. Latimer's patent for the carbon filament was not the only patent he would secure during his career. In fact, Latimer would go on to receive several patents for his work in various fields, including a patent for an improved version of the railroad car air conditioner and a method for manufacturing carbon filaments for lamps. These patents reflect Latimer's wide-ranging interests and his ability to innovate in a variety of technological areas. What sets Latimer apart as an inventor was not just his ability to create new technologies, but also his commitment to making these technologies accessible to the public. His patents were not merely theoretical, they were practical inventions that had a direct impact on society. The carbon filament, for example, made electric lighting available to a much wider audience and helped to usher in the era of electric illumination. Latimer's ability to secure patents and make meaningful contributions to the field of electrical engineering demonstrates his deep understanding of the technological landscape of his time. His work was not only important for its technical merit, but also for its societal impact. The electric light bulb, thanks in part to Latimer's innovations, became one of the most important inventions of the 19th and 20th centuries, changing the way people lived, worked, and interacted with the world around them. In addition to his work as an inventor, Latimer also became involved in the legal and business aspects of patenting and invention. As a draftsman and engineer, he had a keen understanding of the patent process, and was able to use his knowledge to help other inventors secure their patents and protect their intellectual property. Latimer's work in this area was an important contribution to the world of innovation, as he helped to ensure that the rights of inventors were properly protected. While Latimer's contributions to the electric light bulb are the most widely recognized, his work extended far beyond the development of this single invention. His patents and inventions in various fields, including mechanical systems and electrical technologies, played a key role in shaping the technological landscape of his time. Latimer's ability to innovate and his understanding of the practical applications of technology made him a significant figure in the history of electrical engineering. As we reflect on Latimer's patent for the carbon filament, we can see how his work helped to transform the world of electrical lighting. His innovation provided the solution to one of the most pressing challenges in the development of the electric light bulb, allowing Edison's invention to become a reliable and widely used technology. Latimer's patent was not just a personal achievement, but a contribution to the broader field of electrical engineering, one that would have lasting implications for the future of technology. Latimer's story is a testament to the power of perseverance and ingenuity. His ability to solve complex technical problems and his dedication to improving existing technologies helped to shape the future of electrical engineering. While he may not have received the recognition he deserved during his lifetime, his work continues to be celebrated today as a vital part of the history of invention and innovation. In the decades following Latimer's death, his contributions to the development of the electric light bulb and other electrical systems were increasingly recognized. Today, Latimer's name is honored as one of the pioneers of electrical engineering, and his work continues to inspire engineers and inventors around the world. His legacy is a reminder that the greatest contributions to society often come from those who work quietly behind the scenes, solving problems and improving technologies that change the world. When Lewis Howard Latimer joined Thomas Edison's company in the early 1880s, he found himself at the heart of an innovation-driven revolution in the United States. Edison's company was on the verge of making electrical light a practical, everyday reality. While Edison was already a well-known figure in the realm of invention, particularly for his work with the electric light bulb, the challenges of turning his ideas into viable products required the collaboration of many skilled individuals. Latimer's expertise in mechanical design and his ability to create precise and detailed technical drawings quickly earned him the respect of Edison and his colleagues. He became a crucial member of Edison's team, contributing to a variety of projects that would shape the future of electrical systems and power generation. One of the most significant contributions Latimer made to Edison's work was in the area of electric lighting systems. As Edison worked to develop a commercially viable light bulb, he realized that a reliable, efficient filament was essential for making the light bulb practical. While Edison is often credited with inventing the light bulb, it was Latimer's work with the carbon filament that helped solve one of the most pressing challenges in the development of the electric light bulb. Latimer's innovative work on the filament would not only extend the life of the light bulb but also make electric lighting a reliable and sustainable technology. Latimer's contributions extended beyond the filament, as he was also instrumental in the design and refinement of Edison's early electric power systems. Edison's electric lighting system required a way to distribute electricity to homes and businesses, a challenge that required the development of electrical infrastructure such as power stations and electrical grids. Latimer played a key role in the design of these early power stations, which would serve as the backbone of Edison's system. His understanding of electrical systems and mechanical design allowed him to contribute to the creation of power stations that would generate and distribute electricity to large urban centres. In addition to his work on electric power systems, Latimer also worked on improving the efficiency of Edison's incandescent light bulb. Edison had developed a working prototype of the light bulb, but the early designs were plagued by short-lived filaments. Latimer's work on the carbon filament made the light bulb more reliable and longer-lasting, providing the solution to one of the major technical challenges Edison faced in developing the light bulb. The improvements that Latimer made to the filament helped to make electric lighting a viable and affordable option for homes and businesses. Latimer's ability to think critically and solve complex technical problems made him an invaluable asset to Edison's team. His contributions to the development of the electric light bulb and the creation of electrical power systems were instrumental in turning Edison's vision of a world powered by electricity into a reality. Without Latimer's innovations, it is unlikely that Edison's electric light bulb would have become the widespread success that it was. Though Latimer's work at Edison's company was critical to the success of the electric light bulb, his time at the company was not without challenges. As an African American in a predominantly white industry, Latimer faced racial discrimination, both within the workplace and in the broader society. Despite these challenges, Latimer continued to excel and contribute to Edison's projects. His talent, perseverance, and dedication to his work allowed him to rise above the racial prejudices of the time and gain the respect of his colleagues. Latimer's work at Edison's company not only contributed to the success of the electric light bulb, but also laid the foundation for his future endeavours. While working at Edison's company, Latimer developed a deeper understanding of electrical engineering and mechanical design, skills that he would later apply in his own work as an inventor. His time at Edison's company also exposed him to a network of influential inventors, engineers, and entrepreneurs, connections that would help him later in his career. Throughout his time at Edison's company, Latimer remained focused on the goal of making electric lighting more accessible to the public. His work was not just about solving technical problems, but about ensuring that the electric light bulb would become a practical and widely used technology. Latimer's contributions were instrumental in making electric lighting a common part of everyday life, revolutionizing the way people lived, worked, and interacted with the world. Latimer's role at Edison's company was marked by his unwavering dedication to his work and his ability to solve complex technical challenges. His work on the carbon filament and early electrical systems played a crucial role in making Edison's vision of a world powered by electricity a reality. Despite the racial barriers he faced, Latimer's talent and contributions earned him a place among the most important inventors and engineers of his time. Though his name is not as widely recognized as Edison's, Latimer's work continues to have a lasting impact on the development of electrical technologies. His innovations in the development of the electric light bulb and electrical power systems laid the foundation for the modern world of electric power that we rely on today. Latimer's contributions to the field of electrical engineering demonstrate the importance of collaboration and perseverance in the face of challenges. His work with Edison and his ability to think critically and innovate in the field of electrical engineering helped to shape the future of technology. His legacy serves as a reminder that the contributions of individuals, even those who are often overlooked, can have a profound and lasting impact on the world. As we reflect on Latimer's role in Edison's company, we can see how his dedication and technical expertise helped to shape the world of electrical systems and technologies. His contributions were essential to the development of the electric light bulb and the creation of the infrastructure needed to distribute electricity to homes and businesses. Latimer's work at Edison's company not only helped to bring about the widespread adoption of electric lighting, but also helped to lay the groundwork for the technological advancements that followed. Lewis Howard Latimer's contributions to the world of electrical engineering were immense, yet his life and career unfolded during a time when racial prejudice and segregation were deeply entrenched in American society. Born in 1848 in Chelsea, Massachusetts, Latimer grew up in the shadow of slavery, with parents who had fled the South in search of freedom. Although he was born into a free family in the North, the social and racial barriers he faced would persist throughout his life and career. Despite the fact that Latimer's intelligence and talents were clear from an early age, being a black inventor in the 19th century presented unique challenges. The world of invention, particularly in the fields of electrical engineering and patent law, was dominated by white men, and black inventors often struggled to gain recognition or acceptance. While Latimer's work contributed to some of the most important advancements in the history of electrical systems, his name was often overshadowed by those of his more famous colleagues, most notably Thomas Edison. Latimer's story is emblematic of the obstacles faced by black inventors during this period. Racial discrimination, both in the workplace and in society at large, often made it difficult for African Americans to gain access to opportunities or recognition for their contributions. However, Latimer's determination to succeed and his unparalleled skill as an inventor allowed him to navigate these barriers and make significant strides in the world of science and technology. Latimer's ability to overcome these challenges was a testament to his resilience and ingenuity. He understood the importance of education and sought out opportunities to learn and grow, even in an environment that offered few advantages to black individuals. While his formal education was limited, Latimer's curiosity and passion for innovation drove him to continue learning on his own, ultimately allowing him to make groundbreaking contributions to the field of electrical engineering. In addition to the racial discrimination that Latimer faced, there was also the challenge of being one of the few black professionals in a predominantly white industry. Many of the inventors and engineers Latimer worked with were unaware of the struggles he had faced in his personal life, and the prejudices of the time often created an invisible barrier between him and his colleagues. However, Latimer's exceptional work ethic and brilliance quickly earned the respect of those around him, allowing him to build lasting professional relationships with some of the most prominent figures in science and engineering. Latimer's position as one of the few black inventors in an era of segregation placed him in a unique and challenging position. As an African American, he was often seen as an outsider in the world of invention, but his exceptional skills and intellect allowed him to prove himself time and again. While many black inventors faced systemic barriers that limited their opportunities, Latimer's path to success was defined by his perseverance and ability to rise above the societal constraints of his time. Despite the challenges Latimer faced as a black inventor, he managed to build a career that would eventually leave a lasting legacy. His work with Thomas Edison, particularly in the development of the electric light bulb and the improvement of electrical systems, played a key role in shaping the modern world. Latimer's contributions to the development of the electric light bulb, his work on carbon filaments, and his expertise in electrical systems helped make Edison's vision of a world powered by electricity a reality. Though Latimer's name is not as well known as that of Edison, his contributions were critical to the success of the electric light bulb and the development of electrical infrastructure. It is only in recent years that his achievements have begun to receive the recognition they deserve. Today, Latimer is celebrated not only for his work in electrical engineering, but also as a symbol of resilience and perseverance in the face of racial prejudice and adversity. Latimer's story is a reminder that the struggle for recognition and equality is not always straightforward. For many African American inventors, the battle to gain respect and recognition for their work was fraught with obstacles. Yet Latimer's success proves that innovation and brilliance can emerge from the most challenging of circumstances. His ability to navigate the social and racial barriers of his time and make significant contributions to the world of electrical engineering remains an inspiring example of determination and excellence. Though Latimer's story was not one of fame or widespread acclaim during his lifetime, his work has since been recognized as a vital part of the history of electrical engineering. His contributions to the development of the electric light bulb and the electrical systems that power our modern world are indispensable, and his legacy continues to inspire future generations of inventors and engineers. The experience of being a black inventor in a segregated America was undoubtedly difficult for Latimer, but he overcame these challenges through his ingenuity, skill, and relentless dedication to his craft. His ability to navigate the barriers of race and segregation while still contributing to some of the most significant technological advancements of his time speaks to his strength of character and his unwavering commitment to innovation. In a time when African American inventors were often overlooked or dismissed, Latimer's work stands as a testament to the power of perseverance and the importance of recognizing talent and potential, regardless of race. His legacy serves as a reminder of the untapped potential that often lies hidden behind the barriers of prejudice and inequality. As we reflect on Latimer's story, we're reminded that his achievements were not only about technological advancement, but also about breaking down racial barriers and proving that excellence can come from any background. Despite the many challenges he faced, Latimer's contributions to the world of electrical engineering will continue to resonate for generations to come. In the rapidly evolving world of electrical engineering and invention, one of the most crucial elements in ensuring that ideas were protected and credited was the patent system. For inventors like Lewis Howard Latimer, the patent system provided a legal framework for safeguarding their intellectual property and securing recognition for their work. However, navigating the complexities of patent law was no easy task, and for black inventors in the 19th century it posed unique challenges. Latimer's early work at the patent law firm in Boston gave him valuable insight into the intricacies of patent law. As a draftsman, he helped prepare patent applications for inventors, creating the detailed technical drawings required to secure patents for new inventions. This experience allowed him to become well versed in the technical and legal aspects of the patent process, a knowledge that would prove invaluable in his own career as an inventor. Although the patent system was essential for protecting new inventions, it was not without its flaws. The process of securing a patent was long, complicated, and expensive. Many inventors found themselves facing legal challenges when trying to protect their intellectual property. For Latimer, the challenges were compounded by the racial prejudice that existed in American society. As an African-American inventor, he often faced skepticism and discrimination, both in the legal system and in the wider world of invention. Despite these obstacles, Latimer was determined to ensure that his inventions were properly protected. He was committed not only to his own success, but also to helping other black inventors navigate the patent system and secure recognition for their work. Latimer's understanding of patent law, gained through his experience at the patent law firm, made him a valuable resource for fellow inventors, particularly those who faced the same racial and social barriers that he had encountered. Latimer's role in the patent system went beyond simply securing patents for his own work. He became an advocate for the protection of intellectual property, particularly for African American inventors, who often struggled to gain recognition for their contributions. Latimer's expertise in the patent process allowed him to mentor other inventors and guide them through the complex and often opaque system. His efforts to protect the rights of black inventors helped ensure that their innovations were not overlooked or dismissed. Despite the significant barriers Latimer faced, his own patents were instrumental in shaping the future of electrical engineering. His work on the carbon filament for the electric light bulb, for example, was protected by a patent he filed in 1881. The patent for his method of producing a carbon filament not only recognized his contribution to the development of the light bulb, but also helped establish his reputation as a skilled and innovative inventor. Latimer's patent for the carbon filament was a key moment in his career, as it marked the first time his work had been formally acknowledged in a legal context. Latimer's success in securing patents also reflected his growing influence in the world of electrical engineering. As the demand for electric lighting grew, so too did the need for new technologies and innovations. Latimer's expertise in electrical systems, combined with his knowledge of patent law, allowed him to become an important figure in the development of modern electrical infrastructure. His contributions to the electric light bulb, along with his work on power generation and distribution systems, helped to lay the foundation for the electrical systems that power our modern world. However, Latimer's path to securing patents was not without challenges. The patent system was at times an imperfect mechanism for protecting the intellectual property of inventors, and Latimer was no exception to the difficulties it posed. The process of obtaining a patent was often long and costly, requiring inventors to prove the originality of their ideas and submit detailed technical documentation. In Latimer's case, the process of securing a patent for the carbon filament was time-consuming, but it was ultimately successful, cementing his place as a pioneering figure in the history of electrical engineering. The legal challenges faced by inventors during this period also extended to the issue of patent infringement. As Latimer worked to secure recognition for his contributions, he was aware of the competition and the risk that others might seek to capitalize on his innovations without proper acknowledgement. Latimer's experience navigating the patent system gave him a keen understanding of the importance of protecting intellectual property and ensuring that inventors received credit for their work. This understanding drove him to mentor other inventors, particularly those from marginalized communities, to help them protect their ideas and secure their place in history. Despite the challenges, Latimer's work in the patent system contributed to the growing recognition of African American inventors during the late 19th and early 20th centuries. His efforts to protect the intellectual property of black inventors helped to ensure that their contributions to science and technology were not ignored or undervalued. Latimer's advocacy for the patent rights of African American inventors is one of his many lasting legacies, as it helped create a more equitable and inclusive environment for innovation. Latimer's work on patents also served as a reminder that the process of invention is not only about creativity and technical expertise, but also about legal and social recognition. Inventors, regardless of their background, face significant challenges in ensuring that their ideas were protected and valued. Latimer's success in navigating the patent system highlighted the importance of intellectual property protection and the role that legal frameworks play in fostering innovation. In many ways, Latimer's experience with patents exemplified the broader challenges faced by inventors and innovators in a society that was often reluctant to recognize the contributions of those from marginalized communities. Despite these challenges, Latimer's work in the patent system, along with his numerous inventions, helped to break down barriers and pave the way for future generations of African American inventors. His success in securing patents and advocating for intellectual property rights remains a testament to his ingenuity, resilience, and commitment to ensuring that all inventors, regardless of race, had the opportunity to have their work recognized and protected. As Lewis Howard Latimer entered the later stages of his life, his contributions to the field of electrical engineering continued to play a crucial role in the ongoing development of electrical systems and technologies. After his time working with Thomas Edison, Latimer's career was far from over, and he continued to apply his skills and knowledge in new ways. In fact, his later years would see him become a mentor and consultant to many other inventors and engineers, further solidifying his legacy as a key figure in the history of electrical engineering. Latimer's work after his time with Edison included several important projects that would shape the future of electricity distribution. One of his key contributions was his involvement in the development of electrical systems for public spaces. At a time when electric lighting was still a relatively new technology, Latimer was at the forefront of helping to bring electric lighting to large-scale installations, such as public buildings, street lights, and train stations. His expertise in electrical systems and his work with Edison helped lay the groundwork for the widespread adoption of electric lighting in urban areas. In addition to his work on public lighting, Latimer was also involved in the development of early power stations and electrical grids. These power stations were crucial in generating and distributing electricity to cities, enabling the practical use of electric lighting and other electrical technologies. Latimer's role in this process was vital, as he helped to design the early infrastructure that would become the foundation of modern electrical power systems. Beyond his contributions to the electric lighting system, Latimer's work extended into other areas of electrical engineering. His understanding of mechanical design, electrical systems, and patent law allowed him to offer valuable insights into the development of various electrical devices and innovations. Latimer's versatility as an engineer made him an invaluable resource to other inventors and engineers, and he often worked as a consultant, helping others solve technical challenges in their own projects. Throughout his later years, Latimer remained committed to advancing the field of electrical engineering and ensuring that the knowledge and innovations of his time were passed on to future generations. As an advocate for the recognition of African American inventors, he also worked to mentor and support other black engineers and inventors, helping them navigate the patent system and secure recognition for their work. His dedication to fostering the next generation of inventors helped to open doors for other African Americans in the field of engineering and invention. Latimer's later years were not without personal challenges. He faced the effects of racial discrimination throughout his life, and despite his significant contributions to the field, he often struggled to gain the recognition he deserved. However, Latimer's perseverance and dedication to his work never wavered. He continued to innovate, contribute to the advancement of electrical engineering, and serve as a mentor and consultant to others in the industry. His commitment to excellence, even in the face of adversity, is a testament to his character and determination. While Latimer's name was not as widely known as some of his contemporaries, his contributions to the development of electrical systems and technologies were invaluable. His work on the electric light bulb, the carbon filament, and the creation of electrical infrastructure helped shape the modern world. Without his innovations, the widespread adoption of electric lighting and the development of electrical power systems might have been delayed or even altered entirely. Latimer's contributions were not limited to his own work. He also played a critical role in ensuring that other inventors and engineers received the recognition they deserved. His efforts to protect the intellectual property of African American inventors and his work in mentoring the next generation of engineers helped to foster a more inclusive and equitable environment in the field of electrical engineering. His legacy as a mentor and advocate for innovation continues to inspire engineers and inventors to this day. In his later years, Latimer also worked on a variety of other inventions and projects. He continued to develop new ideas, many of which were related to the application of electrical systems in different industries. For example, he worked on improving the electrical systems used in transportation, including railroads. Latimer's understanding of electrical systems, combined with his innovative thinking, allowed him to contribute to a wide range of projects and inventions that helped shape the technological landscape of the 20th century. Although Latimer's life was marked by significant personal and professional challenges, his unwavering dedication to his craft and his commitment to advancing the field of electrical engineering ensured that his legacy would be remembered. His contributions to the electric light bulb, power stations, and electrical systems helped to pave the way for the modern world, and his work as a mentor and advocate for African American inventors continues to inspire generations of engineers and innovators. As Latimer entered his later years, he remained a respected figure in the field of electrical engineering, even if his name was not as widely recognized as some of the other inventors of his time. His work, however, was foundational to the development of electrical systems that continue to power our homes, businesses, and industries today. His innovations in the areas of electric lighting, carbon filaments, and electrical infrastructure helped to lay the foundation for the technological advances that followed. Latimer's later years also saw increased recognition of his achievements. Though he had not achieved widespread fame during his lifetime, his contributions to the field of electrical engineering were eventually acknowledged as vital to the success of the electric light bulb and the electrical power grid. Today, his work is celebrated as one of the cornerstones of modern electrical systems, and his legacy as an inventor and engineer continues to be honored in the annals of history. Lewis Howard Latimer's contributions to the world of electrical engineering were not limited to his work with electric lighting. Throughout his career, Latimer applied his engineering expertise to a variety of innovations, many of which had a lasting impact on various industries. One of his lesser-known but nonetheless important contributions was his work in the field of transportation, specifically the development of the air conditioning system for railroad cars. In the late 19th century, railroad travel was becoming increasingly popular, and with it, the need for improvements to the comfort of passengers. Rail cars, particularly those used for long-distance travel, were often stuffy and uncomfortable, especially during hot weather. Latimer, always attuned to the practical applications of engineering, recognized the need for a solution to this problem. He began working on a system to improve the ventilation and temperature control inside railroad cars, which would eventually lead to the invention of an early version of the air conditioner for train cars. The development of air conditioning was still in its infancy at the time, and it would take several decades before modern air conditioning systems became widespread. However, Latimer's work on railroad car air conditioners helped to lay the groundwork for future advancements in climate control technology. By focusing on the specific challenges posed by railroad travel, Latimer was able to design a system that made train rides more comfortable for passengers, particularly during the sweltering summer months. Latimer's air conditioning system for railroad cars utilized a combination of ventilation and cooling methods to improve the passenger experience. His design featured a system of ducts that circulated air throughout the car, allowing for better airflow and temperature regulation. Though the system was relatively simple by modern standards, it represented a significant improvement over the existing conditions in railroad cars, which often lacked proper ventilation and climate control. Latimer's work in this area reflected his broader approach to engineering, a focus on practical solutions to everyday problems. His ability to identify inefficiencies in existing technologies and create new, innovative solutions set him apart as an inventor. The railroad car air conditioner was just one example of his ingenuity and his ability to apply his knowledge of electrical systems to a wide range of industries. At the time, Latimer's air conditioning system was considered a significant achievement. It helped improve the quality of travel for passengers and set the stage for the development of more sophisticated climate control systems in the years to come. While the system was not as revolutionary as his work on the carbon filament for electric light bulbs, it was nonetheless an important contribution to the field of engineering and a testament to Latimer's versatility as an inventor. In addition to improving passenger comfort, Latimer's work on railroad car air conditioners also had practical implications for the broader transportation industry. As railroads became more central to the US economy, the need for efficient and comfortable transportation systems grew. Latimer's innovation helped pave the way for future advancements in transportation technology, particularly in the area of climate control. His work in this field demonstrated his ability to recognize the needs of the public and develop solutions that addressed those needs in a practical and effective way. Latimer's air conditioning system for railroad cars also contributed to the growing field of mechanical and electrical systems. The integration of ventilation and cooling methods in the railroad car was a precursor to later developments in air conditioning technology, and Latimer's work laid the groundwork for future innovations in climate control. Though the technology was not immediately adopted on a large scale, it provided a valuable foundation for future inventors and engineers working in the field of climate control. Despite the significance of Latimer's contributions to the development of air conditioning for railroad cars, his name is not as closely associated with this invention as it is with his work on electric lighting. This is often the case with Latimer's inventions. His role in groundbreaking technologies is sometimes overlooked in favor of more widely recognized figures. However, Latimer's work on the railroad car air conditioner, along with his other contributions to electrical engineering, should be acknowledged as a vital part of the history of innovation and technology. Latimer's work on the air conditioning system for railroad cars also highlights his unique approach to invention. He was not solely focused on theoretical ideas or abstract concepts. Rather, he sought practical solutions that would improve everyday life. His ability to identify problems in existing systems and find ways to improve them was a hallmark of his inventive genius. The railroad car air conditioner was just one example of how Latimer's work addressed the needs of people in tangible ways, improving their lives in ways that were both immediate and lasting. Latimer's versatility as an inventor was also evident in the fact that his work spanned multiple fields of technology. From his contributions to the electric light bulb to his innovations in air conditioning and beyond, Latimer demonstrated an exceptional ability to apply his knowledge and skills to a variety of industries. His work in electrical systems, mechanical design, and climate control shows the breadth of his contributions to the world of innovation and invention. While the development of air conditioning for railroad cars was not as widely recognized as some of Latimer's other contributions, it was nonetheless a key achievement in his career. It demonstrated his ability to apply engineering principles to a variety of challenges and improve the quality of life for people in practical ways. Latimer's work in this area also foreshadowed future developments in climate control and transportation technology. helping to lay the groundwork for the advancements that would follow. Latimer's work on the railroad car air conditioner was just one example of his lasting impact on the field of engineering. His contributions to the development of electric lighting, power systems, and mechanical design were foundational to the growth of modern technology, and his legacy as an inventor continues to inspire engineers and innovators around the world. As the decades passed and the world continued to change, so too did the landscape of technology and innovation. For Lewis Howard Latimer, the latter years of his career marked a shift in both his professional and personal life. Having made significant contributions to the world of electrical engineering, particularly in his work with Thomas Edison, Latimer's focus turned to other endeavors, including consulting, mentoring, and advocating for the next generation of inventors. By the 1890s, Latimer was no longer working directly with Edison, but he remained active in the field of electrical engineering. His deep knowledge of electrical systems and mechanical design, as well as his experience with patent law, made him a valuable resource to other inventors. Latimer became an in-demand consultant, assisting various companies and inventors with the technical aspects of their projects. His expertise helped others navigate the complexities of electrical systems, and his advice was sought after by both established inventors and those just starting out. Though Latimer's time with Edison had passed, the importance of his work continued to reverberate throughout the industry. As the use of electricity became more widespread, the demand for electrical systems, power stations, and lighting grew exponentially. Latimer's early contributions to these systems helped to establish the foundation for the electrification of cities, industries, and homes. His involvement in these early stages of electrical infrastructure remained influential as the world embraced the benefits of electric power. Beyond his technical contributions, Latimer's later life was also marked by his role as an advocate for the recognition of African American inventors. Throughout his career, Latimer had experienced firsthand the challenges of working in a racially segregated world, where many of his contributions were overlooked or minimized because of his race. But Latimer never lost sight of the importance of intellectual property and the rights of inventors, especially those who faced additional barriers due to their background. Latimer understood the significance of representation in the world of invention and innovation. He took it upon himself to mentor and guide younger African American inventors, helping them navigate the patent system and ensuring that their ideas were recognized. Latimer's role as a mentor was especially important at a time when opportunities for black professionals in technical fields were limited. He worked tirelessly to help foster a sense of community and support among black inventors, providing them with the tools and knowledge they needed to succeed. Latimer's transition to a mentoring role was not only a reflection of his own experiences, but also a desire to give back to the community that had supported him throughout his career. He saw firsthand the challenges faced by black inventors, and he was determined to help others overcome those obstacles. His willingness to share his knowledge and experience with others helped pave the way for future generations of African American inventors and engineers, many of whom would go on to make their own groundbreaking contributions to science and technology. During this period, Latimer also focused on expanding his own knowledge. Despite his success as an inventor and engineer, he never stopped learning. He was constantly seeking new ways to improve his understanding of mechanical systems, electrical engineering, and the technologies of the future. Latimer's dedication to lifelong learning was one of the factors that contributed to his enduring legacy as an inventor and engineer. Even in the later years of his life, Latimer remained committed to his craft, continually seeking new challenges and opportunities to contribute to the world of innovation. Though Latimer's life was filled with accomplishments, his later years were also marked by personal loss. His wife, Mary, passed away in 1921, leaving Latimer to face the challenges of old age without the support of his lifelong companion. Despite this loss, Latimer continued to remain active in his professional life. He remained deeply involved in the world of invention and electrical engineering, and he continued to mentor young engineers and inventors until the end of his life. Latimer's health began to decline in the mid-1920s, and he spent his final years in relative solitude. But even in his later years, He was well respected by those who knew him. He had earned a reputation as a man of integrity, a quiet yet brilliant inventor who had made lasting contributions to the world of technology. Latimer's work had helped shape the modern electrical systems that powered the world, and his legacy as one of the unsung pioneers of electrical engineering was slowly but surely being recognized. In the years following his death in 1928, Latimer's contributions to electrical engineering and his pioneering work in electrical systems began to receive the recognition they deserved. While he had not achieved the widespread fame of some of his contemporaries, such as Thomas Edison, Latimer's work remained a vital part of the history of innovation. The development of electric lighting, the electric power grid, and electrical systems in public spaces all bore the mark of Latimer's genius. Despite the challenges he faced during his lifetime, especially as an African-American inventor in a segregated society, Latimer's achievements were not forgotten. His legacy continued to inspire future generations of inventors and engineers, and his contributions were gradually incorporated into the broader narrative of electrical engineering history. Today, Latimer is remembered as one of the key figures who helped shape the modern world of electric power. Latimer's story, particularly his transition from a working inventor to a mentor and advocate for other African-American inventors, is a powerful reminder of the resilience and determination required to succeed in the face of adversity. His ability to overcome the racial barriers of his time and continue to make significant contributions to science and technology is a testament to his ingenuity, perseverance, and commitment to the progress of society. Latimer's legacy remains an important part of the history of electrical engineering, and his work continues to have a lasting impact on the world. As Lewis Howard Latimer entered the later years of his career, he took on an increasingly important role as a consultant, mentor, and advocate for African-American inventors. Having experienced the challenges of racial prejudice and discrimination throughout his own career, Latimer was acutely aware of the obstacles that other black inventors faced in a society that was still deeply segregated. It was during this time that Latimer became committed to helping young, aspiring inventors navigate the complexities of the patent system and gain recognition for their innovations. Latimer's work as a consultant was particularly significant, as it allowed him to share his vast knowledge and experience with the next generation of engineers and inventors. His ability to simplify complex electrical systems and break down the intricacies of patent law made him a valuable resource for those looking to protect their intellectual property and bring their ideas to life. Latimer's guidance helped many inventors secure patents for their work and ensured that their contributions to technology were properly acknowledged. One of Latimer's key contributions to the field of invention was his work in mentoring other African-American inventors. During his time at Edison's company and beyond, Latimer had witnessed firsthand the challenges that black inventors faced in gaining recognition for their work. In many cases, these inventors struggled to secure patents, find funding, or gain access to the networks that could help them succeed. Latimer used his influence to help bridge these gaps, advocating for African-American inventors who, like him, had the potential to make significant contributions to science and technology, but were often overlooked due to the color of their skin. Latimer's commitment to advocating for the rights of African-American inventors was deeply personal. Having experienced the exclusionary practices of the patent system himself, he understood the importance of intellectual property protection and the value of recognition for one's work. He worked tirelessly to ensure that black inventors were not denied the credit and compensation they deserved. In doing so, he helped pave the way for other inventors, especially those from marginalized communities, to have their ideas validated and protected. Despite his own significant achievements, Latimer never sought fame or public recognition. Instead, he found fulfillment in helping others succeed. His mentorship extended beyond the technical aspects of invention and into the broader world of professional development. He provided guidance on how to navigate the challenges of being a black professional in a predominantly white industry, sharing his experiences with younger inventors and offering advice on how to overcome the racial prejudices they might encounter. Latimer's influence as a mentor and consultant was far-reaching. He was involved in several initiatives aimed at fostering the growth of black inventors and engineers, helping them build the skills necessary to succeed in the competitive world of invention. His work served as an example of how one person could make a lasting impact by supporting others and creating a sense of community within a field that had historically been closed off to people of colour. Latimer's advocacy for black inventors was not limited to his personal network. He became an outspoken advocate for the recognition of African American contributions to science and technology, speaking out against the racial inequality that persisted in the field of invention. Though he did not achieve widespread fame during his lifetime, Latimer's legacy as an advocate for intellectual property rights and as a mentor to aspiring inventors was solidified by the work he did to uplift others. Through his efforts, Latimer helped create a more equitable environment for black inventors in the early 20th century. He recognized that the successes of individual inventors were interconnected, and that by supporting one another, they could achieve more than they could alone. Latimer's belief in the power of collaboration and mentorship helped establish a sense of solidarity within the African American inventor community, and his work as an advocate laid the foundation for future generations to build upon. In many ways, Latimer's work as a consultant and mentor was a natural extension of his earlier contributions to the field of electrical engineering. His technical expertise and experience with the patent process made him an invaluable resource for aspiring inventors, and his personal commitment to ensuring that African American inventors were recognized and respected helped to open doors for those who would come after him. Latimer's mentorship not only helped individual inventors, but also contributed to the broader movement for racial equality in science and technology. Latimer's impact as an advocate for African American inventors extended beyond his own time. His legacy lives on in the many inventors and engineers who are inspired by his work and who continue to break down barriers in the field of innovation. Today, Latimer is recognized not only as an inventor and engineer, but also as a pioneering figure in the effort to promote diversity and inclusion in the world of invention. Though Latimer's career was marked by significant achievements in electrical engineering, his work as consultant and mentor remains one of his most enduring legacies. His dedication to the advancement of African American inventors and his commitment to fostering an inclusive and equitable environment in the world of science and technology have had a lasting impact on the field of invention. Latimer's story serves as a reminder that the greatest contributions to innovation often come not from those seeking fame or glory, but from those who are committed to helping others succeed. As we reflect on Latimer's role as a mentor and advocate, we see the profound effect he had on the development of the next generation of inventors. His contributions to the field of electrical engineering, coupled with his dedication to supporting other African American inventors, have left an indelible mark on the world of technology. Latimer's legacy is one of quiet strength, perseverance, and selflessness, and his efforts to elevate the voices of underrepresented inventors continue to inspire the next generation of engineers and innovators. Lewis Howard Latimer's name is not as widely known as some of his contemporaries, like Thomas Edison or Nikola Tesla, but over time, his contributions to the world of electrical engineering and innovation have gained the recognition they deserve. Although his work was often overshadowed during his lifetime, Latimer's role in the development of the electric light bulb, electrical power systems, and other technologies has become increasingly appreciated in recent decades. His legacy as an inventor, engineer, and mentor continues to inspire new generations of scientists and inventors. Latimer's impact on the world of invention was significant, yet for much of his life, he remained in the shadow of more famous figures. This was in part due to the racial prejudice he faced as a black inventor in a predominantly white field. Despite his critical role in the development of Edison's electric light bulb and his work on electrical infrastructure, Latimer did not receive widespread recognition for his contributions during his lifetime. This was a common experience for many African American inventors of the time, whose work was often ignored or overshadowed by their white counterparts. However, in the years following Latimer's death in 1928, historians and scholars began to examine the broader contributions of black inventors to science and technology. Latimer's role in the development of the electric light bulb in particular became more widely recognized. It was increasingly understood that without his innovation of the carbon filament, Edison's electric light bulb would not have been as successful or as enduring. His work helped to make electric lighting not only a practical and reliable technology, but also a commercially viable product that would transform the world. In addition to his work on the light bulb, Latimer's contributions to the development of electrical power systems were crucial to the growth of modern infrastructure. His expertise in designing power stations and electrical grids helped pave the way for the widespread adoption of electricity in cities and industries. These systems became the foundation for the electrical infrastructure that powers modern society. Latimer's work laid the groundwork for the electrification of cities, allowing electric lighting and other technologies to spread throughout the world. Though his contributions to electrical engineering were not fully appreciated during his lifetime, they have since been recognized as essential to the development of the electrical systems that are integral to modern life. As historians have begun to re-evaluate Latimer's legacy, his name has been increasingly associated with the great technological advancements of the 19th and 20th centuries. In addition to his work as an inventor, Latimer's legacy as a mentor and advocate for other African American inventors has also been recognized. Throughout his life, Latimer worked to support other black inventors, helping them navigate the patent system and secure recognition for their work. His mentorship provided invaluable guidance to the next generation of engineers and inventors, helping them overcome the barriers they faced due to racial discrimination. Latimer's role as a mentor has become an integral part of his legacy, as he helped to foster a community of black inventors and engineers who would go on to make their own contributions to science and technology. One of the most significant aspects of Latimer's legacy is the recognition of his contributions to the history of African American inventors. In a time when many black inventors were overlooked or dismissed, Latimer's achievements are now celebrated as vital pieces of the larger story of African American contributions to the development of modern technology. As Latimer's legacy has become more widely recognized, so too has the understanding of the importance of diversity and inclusion in the world of invention and innovation. Latimer's name is now honored in several institutions and museums dedicated to preserving the history of black inventors. Schools, libraries, and other organizations have created exhibits to celebrate his life and work, ensuring that his legacy will be remembered for generations to come. Latimer's story has become an inspiration for aspiring inventors and engineers, particularly those from marginalized communities who see in his life a model of perseverance and excellence. While Latimer may not have achieved the fame he deserved during his lifetime, his legacy has been increasingly acknowledged in recent years. His contributions to electrical engineering, the development of the electric light bulb, and his mentorship of other inventors are now recognized as essential to the technological advancements that have shaped the modern world. The work he did, often quietly and without fanfare, helped lay the foundation for many of the conveniences and innovations we take for granted today. In recognition of his groundbreaking work, several schools, libraries, and institutions have dedicated exhibits to Latimer, and his name has been honored in various educational and professional circles. These efforts have helped to bring Latimer's legacy to the forefront, ensuring that future generations will know the vital role he played in shaping the world of electrical engineering and invention. While Latimer's recognition has come too late for him to enjoy it in his lifetime, his legacy is now firmly established in the history of invention. His work has had a lasting impact on the development of electrical systems, power generation, and lighting, and his contributions continue to influence the field of electrical engineering. Latimer's story serves as a reminder of the importance of perseverance and the value of quiet, behind-the-scenes work that often goes unrecognized. His life's work shows that even the most important contributions to science and technology can sometimes be overlooked, but they will ultimately stand the test of time, Latimer's legacy is also a reminder of the importance of diversity and inclusion in the world of innovation. His success, despite the many barriers he faced due to his race, is an example of how talent and ingenuity can emerge from any background. As we look back on Latimer's life and career, we are reminded that innovation is not confined to any one group or community, and that the greatest advances in technology often come from those who have overcome the greatest challenges. On December 11th, 1928, Lewis Howard Latimer passed away at the age of 80. His death marked the end of a life filled with quiet brilliance, groundbreaking inventions and uncelebrated contributions to some of the most transformative technologies in the history of electrical engineering. Despite the immense impact he had on the world of invention, Latimer did not receive the recognition he deserved during his lifetime. He was for the most part overlooked by the broader public, overshadowed by figures like Thomas Edison, whose name became synonymous with the electric light bulb. In the years following Latimer's death, his contributions began to receive the attention they had long been denied. The electric light bulb, the carbon filament, and Latimer's work with electrical power systems had laid the foundation for the modern infrastructure that powered the world. However, it would take decades for Latimer's legacy to be fully recognized. The narrative of invention and progress was often written in broad strokes, and Latimer, whose contributions were essential to the success of Edison's electric light bulb, was relegated to the background. At the time of Latimer's death, the electric light bulb had already become a household staple, and the widespread electrification of cities and industries was well underway. Yet Latimer's role in the development of these technologies remained largely unacknowledged. As a black inventor in a racially segregated America, he faced significant barriers throughout his career, and those barriers continued even after his passing. His work, while transformative, did not make him a household name in the way that Edison or Nikola Tesla became known. Despite this, those who knew Latimer, particularly his colleagues and the inventors he had mentored, recognized his immense contribution to the field of electrical engineering. Edison, too, acknowledged Latimer's role, stating that the improvements Latimer made to the light bulb were crucial to its success. Edison, who was often the public face of the invention, knew that Latimer's innovation with the carbon filament was what had made the light bulb a practical, long-lasting solution to the problem of electrical lighting. However, Latimer's death was also marked by a lack of public acknowledgement. At the time, African-American inventors were frequently left out of the historical narrative, and their contributions often went uncelebrated. Despite his important work, Latimer was not widely mourned in the way that other famous inventors were. His death passed largely unnoticed by the media and the public at large. This lack of recognition, in part, was a reflection of the racial prejudice that was still pervasive in society at the time. In the years following Latimer's death, however, his contributions began to come into focus as historians and scholars began to look more closely at the history of African-American inventors. Latimer's work, particularly in the field of electrical engineering, was re-evaluated, and it became increasingly clear that his contributions were foundational to the success of many of the technologies that we take for granted today. His work on the carbon filament for the light bulb, for example, was crucial in making Edison's invention a viable product that could be used in homes and businesses. Latimer's role in the development of electrical power systems, which laid the groundwork for the widespread adoption of electric lighting and the electrification of cities, was also gaining recognition. His work in improving the efficiency of the electric light bulb and helping to design the early infrastructure for electric power generation and distribution was pivotal in shaping the world of modern electricity. In this sense, Latimer's death marked not only the end of his life, but also the beginning of a slow and gradual recognition of his work's lasting impact. Although Latimer did not live to see the full extent of his legacy unfold, his contributions to the world of science and technology were eventually acknowledged. In the decades after his death, Latimer became increasingly celebrated as one of the unsung pioneers of electrical engineering. His work was highlighted in exhibits, biographies, and articles, and his name began to gain more prominence in the broader narrative of invention and progress. The significance of Latimer's contributions to the field of electrical engineering is now widely acknowledged, and his legacy has been solidified as one of the most important in the history of American invention. His work, particularly in the development of the electric light bulb, helped to transform the world and laid the foundation for modern electrical systems. Today, Latimer is recognized not only as a brilliant inventor, but also as a trailblazer for African American inventors and engineers, whose work continues to inspire generations of innovators. In the years following Latimer's death, the recognition of his work was a testament to the changing attitudes toward African American contributions to science and technology. His life and legacy serve as a reminder of the challenges faced by black inventors and the barriers they had to overcome to achieve recognition. Latimer's perseverance, despite the racial prejudices of his time, is an inspiring example of the power of resilience and the importance of intellectual contributions no matter who they come from. As the years passed, Latimer's achievements were increasingly celebrated. In 1968, his work was formally recognized when he was inducted into the National Inventors Hall of Fame. This honor was a long overdue acknowledgement of his crucial contributions to the development of electric lighting and his enduring influence on the field of electrical engineering. Latimer's death may have gone largely unnoticed in his time, but his legacy endures. The world he helped shape through his work on the electric light bulb and electrical infrastructure continues to operate on the principles he helped establish. Today, Latimer is remembered not only for his technical expertise, but also for his role in helping to break down the racial barriers that hindered the recognition of African American inventors. His legacy serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of diversity and inclusion in the world of science and technology. In the decades following Lewis Howard Latimer's death in 1928, his contributions to electrical engineering and innovation slowly gained the recognition they deserved. While Latimer was often overshadowed by other prominent inventors such as Thomas Edison, Nikola Tesla, and Alexander Graham Bell during his lifetime, his critical role in the development of technologies like the electric light bulb and early electrical systems became increasingly appreciated as time went on. One of the most significant aspects of Latimer's gradual recognition was the increasing awareness of the importance of his work on the carbon filament for the electric light bulb. Although Edison is widely credited with inventing the light bulb, it was Latimer's innovation that allowed the bulb to be practical and long-lasting. Latimer's discovery of a method for creating a more durable carbon filament addressed a key challenge in the early development of the light bulb. Without his contribution, Edison's light bulb would have been much less effective and far more limited in its potential. Latimer's work was also vital to the development of electrical power systems and infrastructure, which allowed electricity to be distributed and used on a large scale. His contributions to the design of power stations, electrical grids, and public lighting systems laid the foundation for the widespread adoption of electric power in cities and industries around the world. In this sense, Latimer helped to make Edison's vision of a world powered by electricity a reality. His work not only improved the electric light bulb, but also enabled the creation of the electrical systems that now power our homes, businesses, and infrastructure. Despite his significant contributions, Latimer did not receive the public recognition he deserved during his lifetime. As an African American in a racially segregated society, Latimer faced barriers in gaining recognition for his work, and the racial prejudices of his time often led to his contributions being overshadowed by those of his white counterparts. This was a common experience for many black inventors and engineers during this period, and Latimer's story is emblematic of the challenges they faced. However, the recognition of his work has grown steadily over the years, and today, Latimer is celebrated as one of the key figures in the development of modern electrical systems. Latimer's legacy was gradually brought to light through the work of historians, scholars, and advocates who recognize the importance of his contributions to the history of electrical engineering. In particular, the role of African American inventors in the development of modern technologies has gained increasing attention in recent decades. Latimer's achievements have become an important part of this narrative, as his work helped to shape the modern world of electricity and power systems. In 1968, Latimer's work was officially recognized when he was inducted into the National Inventors Hall of Fame. This honor was a long overdue acknowledgement of his critical role in the development of electrical systems and technologies. The recognition of Latimer by the Hall of Fame was an important milestone in the ongoing process of revisiting and reappraising the contributions of African American inventors to the field of science and technology. Beyond his induction into the National Inventors Hall of Fame, Latimer's legacy has been honored in various other ways. Schools, museums, and libraries have created exhibits dedicated to his life and work, ensuring that future generations understand the significance of his contributions. His name has been increasingly associated with the development of electric lighting and electrical power systems, and his story is now widely recognized as an integral part of the history of innovation. In addition to formal recognition, Latimer's legacy is celebrated in popular culture and through the work of educators, engineers, and inventors who continue to draw inspiration from his story. His work serves as an example of perseverance, ingenuity, and dedication to improving the lives of others. Latimer's success in overcoming racial and social barriers to achieve greatness has made him a role model for future generations of inventors and engineers, particularly those from marginalized communities. Today, Latimer's contributions are also celebrated in the context of diversity and inclusion in the world of invention. His work as a black inventor during a time of racial segregation underscores the importance of recognizing the contributions of underrepresented groups in science and technology. Latimer's success is a testament to the power of resilience and the value of intellectual contributions regardless of the race or background of the inventor. In the broader context of electrical engineering, Latimer's work remains foundational to the development of modern electrical systems. The technologies he helped create continue to have a profound impact on the way we live, work, and communicate. His innovations in electric lighting, power generation, and distribution systems paved the way for the modern world of electricity, and his contributions to these fields are still felt today. Latimer's legacy is now recognized as an essential part of the history of electrical engineering. His work, once overlooked, is now celebrated as a vital piece of the technological advancements that have shaped the modern world. His contributions to the electric light bulb and electrical infrastructure are widely acknowledged as essential to the success of Edison's vision of a world powered by electricity, and his mentorship of other inventors and engineers has left a lasting mark on the history of innovation. The recognition of Latimer's work is a powerful reminder that the contributions of inventors, particularly those from marginalized communities, should never be overlooked or forgotten. His story is one of perseverance, intelligence, and dedication, and his work continues to inspire future generations of engineers and inventors who strive to make a positive impact on the world. In the decades since his death, Lewis Howard Latimer's contributions to the field of electrical engineering and invention have been increasingly recognized and celebrated. While his work was often overshadowed during his lifetime, the passage of time has allowed historians, scholars, and innovators to fully appreciate the breadth and depth of his influence. Today, Latimer is regarded as one of the most important figures in the history of electrical engineering, and his legacy continues to inspire inventors, engineers, and scholars around the world. Modern appreciation of Latimer's work is not limited to the realm of electrical engineering. His contributions to the development of the electric light bulb, power systems, and electrical infrastructure are now acknowledged as foundational to the creation of the modern world we live in today. The technologies Latimer helped develop continue to shape every aspect of our daily lives, from the electric lights that illuminate our homes to the power grids that provide electricity to cities and industries. Latimer's work on the carbon filament, which made the electric light bulb a practical and durable invention, is often cited as one of the most important contributions to the development of electrical lighting. His innovation solved one of the key challenges faced by Edison and other inventors in the 19th century: how to create a filament that would last long enough for practical use. This achievement, while often overshadowed by Edison's fame, was a critical piece of the puzzle that allowed electric lighting to become a viable technology. In addition to his work on the electric light bulb, Latimer's contributions to the development of electrical power systems and infrastructure have had a lasting impact on the world. The work he did in designing early power stations, electrical grids, and public lighting systems helped lay the foundation for the widespread adoption of electricity in cities and industries. Without Latimer's expertise and contributions, the global electrification of cities would have been much slower and more challenging. His work has allowed modern society to operate on a scale and efficiency that would have been unimaginable in the 19th century. Latimer's story also serves as a reminder of the importance of diversity and inclusion in the world of innovation. As an African-American inventor in a racially segregated society, Latimer faced significant barriers throughout his career. Yet despite these challenges, he was able to achieve groundbreaking success and contribute to some of the most transformative technologies of his time. Latimer's ability to overcome these barriers, combined with his remarkable talent and creativity, has made him a symbol of perseverance and excellence for future generations of inventors. The recognition of Latimer's work has not been confined to academic and professional circles. In recent years, his contributions have been acknowledged in popular culture, where his story is being increasingly shared and celebrated. Books, documentaries, and exhibits have been created to highlight Latimer's life and legacy, ensuring that his contributions are remembered and appreciated by a wider audience. One of the most significant honours Latimer received posthumously was his induction into the National Inventors Hall of Fame in 2006. This recognition, which came nearly 80 years after his death, was a long overdue acknowledgement of his invaluable contributions to the field of electrical engineering. The Hall of Fame's decision to induct Latimer was a critical moment in the ongoing effort to recognise the achievements of African-American inventors and engineers, many of whom had been excluded from the historical narrative for far too long. Latimer's induction serves as a reminder that the contributions of marginalised communities are an integral part of the history of innovation and progress. In addition to his induction into the National Inventors Hall of Fame, Latimer's legacy has been honoured in numerous other ways. Schools, museums, and libraries have created exhibits dedicated to his life and work, ensuring that future generations will learn about his remarkable contributions to the world of science and technology. In many of these exhibits, Latimer's work is highlighted alongside the achievements of other pioneering inventors, such as Edison and Tesla. This inclusion demonstrates the growing recognition of Latimer's critical role in the development of electrical engineering. Latimer's contributions to the field of electrical engineering continue to inspire engineers and inventors today. His work on the electric light bulb and power systems has had a lasting impact on the modern world, and his legacy continues to influence new generations of innovators. Many engineers and inventors cite Latimer as an inspiration, particularly those from underrepresented communities who see in his story a model of resilience and determination. Latimer's ability to overcome the challenges of his time and achieve groundbreaking success in the face of adversity serves as a powerful reminder that innovation and excellence can emerge from any background. Latimer's story has also become a symbol of the importance of mentorship and collaboration in the world of invention. Throughout his life, Latimer worked to support other inventors, particularly African-American inventors, who faced similar challenges to those he had encountered. He mentored countless engineers and inventors, helping them navigate the complexities of the patent system and ensuring that their ideas were recognized. His legacy as a mentor has become an integral part of his story, demonstrating the importance of fostering the next generation of innovators and helping others succeed. Today, Latimer's contributions are widely recognized as essential to the development of electrical systems that power our modern world. His work on the electric light bulb, the carbon filament, and electrical infrastructure has had a profound and lasting impact on the way we live. As we reflect on Latimer's legacy, we see a man who not only made groundbreaking contributions to technology, but also helped to pave the way for future generations of inventors. His story is one of quiet brilliance, resilience, and dedication to progress, and his legacy continues to inspire engineers, inventors, and innovators around the world. Lewis Howard Latimer's work did more than just lay the groundwork for early electrical technologies. His contributions fundamentally shape the electrical systems that we rely on today. Though often overshadowed by more famous figures like Thomas Edison and Nikola Tesla, Latimer's innovations in electrical engineering continue to resonate in modern electrical systems and infrastructure. His work directly impacted the widespread adoption of electric lighting, power generation, and distribution systems, which have become essential to modern life. At the core of Latimer's legacy is his work with Edison on the development of the incandescent light bulb. While Edison is often credited with the invention of the light bulb, it was Latimer's invention of the durable carbon filament that solved one of the most significant challenges of the time. Before Latimer's carbon filament, Edison's light bulbs were short-lived and inefficient. Latimer's discovery allowed the bulbs to burn longer, paving the way for practical, everyday use of electric lighting in homes and businesses. Without Latimer's contribution, Edison's vision of a world powered by electric light might not have come to fruition in the way it did. The significance of Latimer's carbon filament extends beyond the invention of the light bulb. His work contributed directly to the evolution of modern electrical systems. With the creation of reliable electric lighting, the need for electrical power systems became more urgent. Latimer's expertise in mechanical and electrical systems helped to design the infrastructure necessary to distribute electricity to homes and businesses. His contributions to the early development of power stations and electrical grids made it possible to transmit electricity efficiently, allowing cities and industries to benefit from electric lighting and power. Latimer's technical innovations were crucial in the creation of the electrical power grid. Power stations like the ones Latimer helped design would become the central hubs from which electricity was distributed to surrounding areas. The ability to generate and distribute electricity on a large scale opened up new possibilities for industries and individuals alike. Electric lighting became more affordable, and other uses for electricity, such as in manufacturing, transportation, and communication, became possible. Today, the systems that Latimer helped develop, electrical power generation and distribution, continue to operate as the backbone of modern society. We rely on power grids to deliver electricity to millions of homes and businesses worldwide, and these systems would not have been possible without the early work of inventors like Latimer. Though the technology has evolved and improved significantly since Latimer's time, the principles he helped establish continue to shape how electricity is produced, transmitted, and distributed. Latimer's contributions also extend beyond the development of the electric light bulb and power stations. His work on electric lighting systems for public spaces, including street lighting, was another critical element of the development of modern electrical infrastructure. By making electric lighting a practical and accessible solution for urban areas, Latimer helped to improve the quality of life in cities. The ability to light public streets, buildings, and parks allowed people to work and socialize at night, transforming the way cities operated and expanding the possibilities for economic and social activity. As the world became more electrified, Latimer's influence spread far beyond the development of electric lighting. He also contributed to the development of early electrical systems for railroads, providing electric lighting for train stations and designing systems for railway cars. This work further demonstrated his ability to apply his knowledge of electrical systems to a wide range of practical problems. The development of electrical systems for transportation not only improved the safety and comfort of travelers, but also laid the groundwork for the later development of electric-powered trains, trolleys, and other forms of electric transportation. In addition to his technical contributions, Latimer's work in patent law played a crucial role in the development of modern electrical systems. Latimer's understanding of patent law, gained through his early work as a draftsman, allowed him to secure patents for his innovations and help other inventors navigate the patent process. This work ensured that inventors' intellectual property was protected and helped establish a system through which new ideas could be recognized and commercialized. Latimer's role in the patent system was essential in ensuring that his own work and the work of other inventors was protected and properly credited. Latimer's influence on modern electrical systems also extends to the broader field of engineering. His ability to innovate and solve complex technical problems set him apart as one of the most skilled and versatile engineers of his time. Latimer's contributions to electrical engineering helped establish the profession as a vital part of the industrial landscape. His work in electrical systems, mechanical design, and power generation helped to pave the way for the development of other technologies, such as radio, telecommunications, and industrial machinery, all of which would be powered by the electrical systems Latimer helped create. In modern times, Latimer's legacy is increasingly acknowledged and celebrated. His contributions to the development of electrical power systems, electric lighting, and electrical infrastructure are now seen as essential to the technological advancements that followed. Engineers and inventors continue to draw inspiration from Latimer's work, and his story serves as a reminder of the power of innovation, perseverance, and collaboration. Latimer's work also serves as a model of how technology can transform society. His innovations in electrical engineering were not simply about creating new technologies for the sake of invention. They were about improving the lives of people and solving practical problems. Latimer's work helped to create the conditions for modern society to thrive, and his contributions continue to be felt in the daily lives of people around the world. As we look back on Latimer's life and career, we can see how his work shaped the world of electrical engineering and contributed to the development of the systems that power our homes, businesses, and cities. His legacy is a testament to the importance of perseverance, ingenuity, and dedication to solving real-world problems. Latimer's work has had a lasting impact on the field of electrical engineering, and his contributions will continue to inspire future generations of innovators and engineers for years to come. Lewis Howard Latimer's legacy extends beyond his contributions to electrical engineering and invention. His life and work form a crucial part of the broader narrative of African American achievement, particularly in the fields of science, technology, and innovation. In a time when racial prejudice and segregation were pervasive, Latimer's accomplishments represented the remarkable resilience and talent of African Americans in a society that sought to marginalize them. His story is not just about the technical challenges he overcame, but also about his pivotal role in breaking barriers for future generations of African American inventors and engineers. Born in 1848 to parents who had escaped slavery in Virginia, Latimer's early life was shaped by the fight for freedom and the desire for self-determination. His family's journey was one of courage and perseverance, and Latimer inherited these values, which would guide him throughout his life and career. His early exposure to the importance of freedom and education, coupled with his innate curiosity, laid the groundwork for his later success as an inventor and engineer. At a time when few African Americans had the opportunity to pursue formal education, Latimer demonstrated a deep thirst for knowledge. He taught himself the skills necessary to work as a draftsman, a critical position that led him into the world of electrical engineering. Through his work with Thomas Edison and others, Latimer's technical expertise contributed to the invention of the electric light bulb, a technology that revolutionized the world. Yet, despite his vital role in the development of the electric light, Latimer's work remained largely unacknowledged during his lifetime. His name was often overshadowed by Edison's fame, and the racial prejudices of the era meant that his accomplishments were too often disregarded. Latimer's story is emblematic of the struggles faced by African American inventors and engineers during this period. While many of his contemporaries like Edison and Tesla achieved widespread fame, Latimer's recognition was delayed by both racial and social barriers. Despite these challenges, Latimer remained focused on his work and continued to make invaluable contributions to the world of invention. His ability to break through the racial barriers of his time is a testament to his intelligence, determination, and unwavering belief in the power of technology to improve society. In addition to his technical achievements, Latimer's advocacy for the recognition of African American inventors was crucial to the development of a more inclusive and equitable environment for black engineers and scientists. Throughout his career, Latimer worked to mentor and support other black inventors who, like him, face systemic obstacles in the world of innovation. He understood the importance of securing patents and protecting intellectual property, and he helped fellow inventors navigate the complex patent process. Latimer's advocacy ensured that the work of African American inventors was not overlooked and that they received the recognition and credit they deserved. Latimer's story also serves as a reminder of the importance of intellectual property and the role of patents in fostering innovation. As a draftsman, Latimer gained a deep understanding of the patent system and how it could be used to protect inventors' work. He understood that for inventors, particularly African Americans, having a patent was essential for gaining recognition and ensuring that their contributions were acknowledged. Latimer's own patents, including his work on the carbon filament for the electric light bulb, helped solidify his place in the history of invention and ensured that his ideas would continue to benefit future generations. Latimer's work in helping other African American inventors extend beyond patents. His mentorship was not just about securing legal protection for inventions. It was about fostering a sense of community and collaboration among black inventors. In a society that often excluded African Americans from opportunities, Latimer's willingness to mentor and support other inventors was crucial in creating an environment where black innovation could thrive. Latimer's efforts to promote diversity in the field of invention are an essential part of his legacy. While Latimer's name was not as widely known as some of his contemporaries, his work in advocating for African American inventors was groundbreaking. His mentorship and support helped create a more inclusive and equitable environment for future generations of black engineers and inventors. The recognition of Latimer's role in the broader narrative of African American achievement reflects a growing understanding of the importance of diversity and inclusion in the world of science and technology. Latimer's legacy serves as a powerful reminder that the contributions of African Americans have been and continue to be essential to the advancement of science and technology. Today, Latimer's contributions are celebrated not just for their technical merit, but for the impact they had on the broader trajectory of African American achievement in science and technology. His story serves as an inspiration for young black inventors and engineers who, like Latimer, face the challenges of overcoming racial and societal barriers. Latimer's ability to persevere and succeed in a time of profound racial inequality is a testament to his resilience and determination. His legacy is not only a reflection of his contributions to electrical engineering, but also of the broader struggle for equality, recognition, and opportunity for African Americans in the world of invention. Latimer's story is woven into the larger tapestry of African American inventors and pioneers who helped shape the modern world. Figures like George Washington Carver, Garrett Morgan, and Madame C.J. Walker, among many others, have contributed to the rich history of black innovation and achievement. Latimer's name now stands proudly alongside these individuals, as his work continues to inspire new generations of African American inventors and engineers who seek to make their own mark on the world. As we reflect on Latimer's role in the larger narrative of African American achievement, we're reminded that the history of innovation is not just about the famous names that dominate textbooks, but also about the countless unsung heroes who contributed to shaping the modern world. Latimer's contributions may not have been fully recognized during his lifetime, but his legacy is now firmly established as a vital part of the history of electrical engineering and African American achievement. Lewis Howard Latimer's journey from the son of fugitive slaves to a pioneering inventor and electrical engineer is a testament to the power of perseverance, innovation, and resilience. His life's work, which spanned critical moments in the development of modern electrical systems, continues to resonate in the technological advancements that shape the world we live in today. Latimer's contributions went beyond just creating new technologies. They served as a bridge for other African American inventors and engineers, leaving a lasting impact on future generations of innovators. Born in Chelsea, Massachusetts in 1848 to parents who had escaped the horrors of slavery, Latimer's early experiences were marked by hardship and the drive to transcend the limits placed on him by society. His family's fight for freedom inspired Latimer's own pursuit of knowledge and progress. In an era when educational opportunities were scarce for African Americans, Latimer's self-discipline and determination enabled him to become a self-taught draftsman, laying the foundation for his later success in the world of invention. Latimer's time as a draftsman at a patent law firm in Boston introduced him to the intricacies of invention and patenting. His precise and skilled drawings, along with his deep understanding of mechanical design, helped him navigate the world of electrical systems and ultimately contributed to one of the most important inventions of the 19th century, the electric light bulb. While Edison's name became synonymous with the invention of the light bulb, it was Latimer's carbon filament innovation that made the electric light bulb a practical, commercially viable technology. Beyond his role in perfecting the electric light bulb, Latimer's contributions extended to the development of electrical power systems and grids. His work helped lay the infrastructure that would support widespread electricity distribution, a technology that would transform the world by making it brighter, safer, and more productive. By designing early power stations and grid systems, Latimer's work enabled electricity to flow into homes, businesses, and public spaces, revolutionizing industries and daily life. His innovations helped make electric lighting a part of everyday existence, changing how cities functioned, how people worked, and how they lived their lives after dark. Yet, despite the profound nature of his work, Latimer's contributions were often overlooked during his lifetime. As an African American inventor, he faced racial discrimination that made it harder for him to receive the recognition and acclaim afforded to his peers. While men like Edison and Tesla gained widespread fame, Latimer's name did not immediately become synonymous with the electric light bulb or the technology he helped perfect. Despite these racial barriers, Latimer's contributions would eventually be recognized and celebrated, though this recognition came after his passing. After Latimer's death in 1928, scholars, engineers, and historians began to re-evaluate his work and the critical role he played in the development of electrical technologies. Today, Latimer's legacy is cemented as one of the key figures in the history of electrical engineering. His work continues to inspire engineers and inventors, particularly those from underrepresented communities, as his story serves as proof that innovation and excellence are not defined by race or background but by determination and ingenuity. Latimer's contributions went beyond his technical work. They were also a part of the larger story of African American achievement in science and technology. At a time when African American inventors faced significant barriers to recognition, Latimer's mentorship and advocacy for other black inventors became a critical aspect of his legacy. His willingness to share his knowledge of the patent process, provide guidance to younger inventors, and support the growth of African American engineering communities helped create a space where black talent could thrive despite systemic racism and societal exclusion. Latimer understood the importance of intellectual property protection, not just for his own work, but for the work of fellow inventors, particularly those in the black community who often face discrimination in the patent system. Latimer's involvement in mentoring and supporting fellow inventors paved the way for future generations of African American engineers, and his efforts to break down barriers in the world of innovation continue to resonate today. He advocated for fair recognition of black inventors in a time when such recognition was rare and hard-won, helping to ensure that African American contributions to science and technology were not overlooked. As the decades passed, Latimer's innovations in electrical engineering, particularly his work on the electric light bulb and power systems, became increasingly integral to the story of modern electrical infrastructure. Today, the systems Latimer helped design and develop power homes and industries worldwide. The legacy of his work is deeply woven into the fabric of daily life, From the light bulbs that brighten our homes to the grids that supply power to millions of people, his impact cannot be overstated. In addition to his technical innovations, Latimer's legacy also extends to the values of collaboration, mentorship, and advocacy. As a mentor, Latimer not only helped shape the careers of other inventors, but also played an essential role in creating a community of innovators who could share resources, collaborate, and advance their ideas in an environment that was often hostile to people of colour. By lifting others up, Latimer ensured that the future of invention was more inclusive and equitable. In recent years, there has been a growing recognition of Latimer's role in shaping the history of electrical engineering. Schools, museums, and exhibitions have begun to honour his memory, and he's been featured in many historical accounts of African American inventors. His induction into the National Inventors Hall of Fame in 2006 further solidified his place in the history of invention. Though his recognition came late, it has been transformative in bringing his contributions to the forefront of history. Latimer's influence can be seen not only in the history of electrical engineering, but also in the modern movement to recognise and celebrate the contributions of black innovators. As awareness of his work grows, Latimer has become a symbol of perseverance and excellence, a reminder that great achievements often come from those who face the greatest obstacles. His story serves as a beacon of inspiration for young inventors, particularly those from underrepresented communities who may one day make their own contributions to the world of science and technology. Today, Lewis Howard Latimer is remembered as a pioneering engineer and inventor whose work changed the course of history. His legacy is not only one of technical achievement, but also of overcoming adversity, advocating for equality, and mentoring the next generation of inventors. Latimer's life and career continue to inspire us to pursue innovation, to seek recognition for the contributions of marginalized groups, and to never stop striving to make the world a better place. Lewis Howard Latimer's innovations in the field of electrical engineering continue to influence the world of technology and engineering today. Even though much of his groundbreaking work took place over a century ago, his contributions to the development of the electric light bulb, the creation of the carbon filament, and his work on the infrastructure of electrical power systems have left a profound legacy in the modern world. These achievements have not only shaped the electric light we use, but have also played an integral role in the development of modern electrical grids and power generation systems that continue to power homes, industries, and entire cities. The impact of Latimer's work is especially evident in the development of modern electrical infrastructure. The electric power systems that Latimer helped design laid the foundation for the wide-scale distribution of electricity that is central to the functioning of today's cities. The power grid, which is essential to the distribution of electrical power to millions of homes and businesses, owes much of its design and development to the pioneering work of Latimer and his contemporaries. Latimer's early work with Edison on the electric light bulb, particularly his development of the carbon filament, was a pivotal moment in the history of electrical engineering. The carbon filament solved the critical issue of filament longevity, making the light bulb a reliable and commercially viable product. Today, advancements in lighting technology, such as LED and fluorescent lighting, still rely on the foundational principles that Latimer helped establish in the development of the incandescent light bulb. His contributions to the understanding of electrical systems and materials have made their way into a wide array of technologies that touch nearly every aspect of modern life. Moreover, Latimer's understanding of electrical systems also played a key role in the development of early power stations, which were necessary to generate electricity and distribute it across cities. His designs for electrical infrastructure helped establish the groundwork for power plants and electrical grids, which remain crucial components of modern society. Without Latimer's work, the widespread electrification of urban areas may have been much slower, and the technologies we now take for granted, such as the ubiquitous electric light, might not have been realized as quickly as they were. Latimer's work in electrical engineering was not just limited to creating practical systems for electric lighting. He also recognized the need for innovations in power generation, storage, and distribution. His contributions were instrumental in the development of the electrical power grid, which became the backbone of the modern energy system. The ability to generate, store, and distribute electrical power efficiently revolutionized industry and led to the development of the modern technological society we live in today. In addition to the tangible innovations Latimer made in electrical systems, his work has had a lasting impact on the field of electrical engineering itself. Latimer was a part of the early cohort of electrical engineers who helped define the modern discipline. His innovative ideas, particularly his development of the carbon filament, provided a model for future generations of engineers who would continue to push the boundaries of electrical and technological innovation. Latimer's emphasis on practical solutions to real-world problems, along with his deep understanding of mechanical design, set an example for modern engineers who are often tasked with solving complex technical challenges. Latimer's work also highlights the importance of diversity in engineering and technology. As an African-American inventor in a society that was still deeply segregated, Latimer's achievements were all the more significant. He not only contributed to the development of electrical systems, but also paved the way for future generations of African-American engineers and inventors. His career served as an inspiration to countless others, proving that talent and innovation are not limited by race or background. Today, his story is frequently cited as an example of perseverance and excellence, particularly for young black engineers and inventors seeking to break into fields that have historically been dominated by white men. Latimer's story continues to inspire efforts to increase diversity in the fields of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. STEM. His life serves as a reminder that the contributions of marginalized groups in technology and innovation have been historically overlooked, but they are just as vital to the progress of society as those of more widely recognized inventors. In an age where diversity in STEM is a growing priority, Latimer's legacy offers valuable lessons for the continued advancement of inclusion and equity in the field of engineering. Today, Latimer's influence extends to educational institutions and organizations that aim to foster the next generation of electrical engineers. His contributions to the field are taught in engineering schools, and many young engineers are inspired by the obstacles he overcame and the innovations he introduced. Latimer's legacy lives on in classrooms, labs, and workshops, where the next wave of inventors and engineers continues to push the boundaries of electrical technology. The technologies we rely on today, from the lights in our homes to the smartphones in our pockets, owe much to the foundation laid by Latimer and his contemporaries. While innovations like LED lighting, renewable energy sources, and smart grids represent the cutting edge of electrical engineering, they are built on the principles Latimer helped establish in the 19th century. His work on the electric light bulb, power systems, and electrical infrastructure continues to resonate in the ongoing evolution of modern technology. Latimer's story is also a reminder of the power of perseverance. Despite the racial discrimination he faced, Latimer never wavered in his commitment to innovation and excellence. His ability to work alongside some of the most influential inventors of his time, such as Thomas Edison, while navigating the barriers of a segregated society, speaks to his extraordinary resilience. Latimer's ability to overcome personal and professional challenges to make lasting contributions to electrical engineering exemplifies the qualities that continue to inspire engineers today. As we reflect on the influence of Lewis Howard Latimer on modern electrical systems, it's clear that his contributions laid the groundwork for much of the technology we rely on today. His work helped to make the electric light bulb practical and accessible, and his contributions to electrical power systems revolutionized the way electricity is generated, distributed, and used. Latimer's legacy serves as an enduring reminder of the power of innovation, perseverance, and collaboration in shaping the future. Lewis Howard Latimer, though often overshadowed by the more famous names in the world of invention, is a prime example of how history sometimes overlooks the true unsung heroes. While his name didn't gain the widespread recognition that Edison or Tesla did, Latimer's remarkable contributions to the field of electrical engineering have only come to light in recent decades. Today, there is a growing recognition of the extraordinary role he played in shaping the electrical systems that now power the modern world. The growing appreciation of Latimer's work serves as a reminder of the often overlooked contributions of African American inventors throughout history. Latimer's career highlights how deeply racial and societal barriers have shaped the recognition of inventors, especially those from marginalized communities. While Latimer's own recognition was delayed, his story now stands as a testament to the strength of character and resilience in the face of adversity. At a time when racial segregation was the norm and opportunities for African Americans in technical fields were exceedingly limited, Latimer defied the odds. Born into a family of escaped slaves, Latimer's early life was shaped by a desire for education and a commitment to innovation. His self-taught skills as a draftsman and his later work as an electrical engineer were the results of determination, perseverance, and a deep belief in the power of technology to improve the human experience. Latimer's innovation with the carbon filament in the electric light bulb was crucial in making the light bulb a viable technology for everyday use. Without his contribution, the success of Edison's light bulb would not have been as revolutionary or as widely adopted. His work helped to improve the practical lifespan of the light bulb, making it a household necessity and paving the way for the modern, electrical infrastructure that powers our cities, industries, and homes. Yet, as is often the case for African American inventors, Latimer's contributions were not widely celebrated in his lifetime. He spent much of his career working behind the scenes, contributing to major advancements without the fanfare or recognition that his white counterparts received. The public often overlooked the contributions of black inventors, despite the fact that their work was essential in driving forward the progress of modern technology. Even in his later years, Latimer's contributions were often eclipsed by the fame of Thomas Edison. While Edison was hailed as the Wizard of Menlo Park and celebrated for his numerous inventions, Latimer's name was rarely mentioned alongside Edison's. However, this oversight began to change in the years after his death, as historians and scholars began to reassess the role that Latimer played in the development of electric lighting and electrical systems. As the recognition of Latimer's contributions has grown, so too has his role in the larger narrative of African American achievement in science and technology. His story serves as an important example of how African American inventors and engineers have shaped the world of innovation, even when their efforts were not fully acknowledged. Latimer's life and work have become an inspiration for generations of black engineers and inventors who look to him as a role model of perseverance and excellence. In recent years, there has been a concerted effort to recognize Latimer's contributions in a more formal way. His induction into the National Inventors Hall of Fame in 2006 was a significant milestone in ensuring that his legacy is preserved and celebrated. This recognition was long overdue, but it marked an important step in righting the historical wrongs of exclusion and marginalization that black inventors like Latimer faced throughout their lives. In addition to his Hall of Fame induction, Latimer's contributions are now being acknowledged in museums, schools, and public exhibitions. His story is being told alongside those of other African American inventors, and his name is now more widely associated with the electric light bulb and other critical developments in the field of electrical engineering. These efforts are helping to ensure that future generations understand the full scope of Latimer's contributions to modern technology. The process of celebrating Latimer as an unsung hero extends beyond the formal recognition of his work. It also involves rethinking how we view the history of invention and innovation. Latimer's story challenges the traditional narratives that have often overlooked the contributions of marginalized communities. It calls attention to the importance of recognizing the achievements of all inventors, regardless of race, background, or social status. Latimer's story also emphasizes the need to create more inclusive environments in the fields of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, STEM. As the world continues to evolve, the need for diverse perspectives and talents in these fields is increasingly critical. Latimer's legacy demonstrates that great innovation can come from anyone, no matter their background. The recognition of his work and life has become an important part of the broader conversation about diversity and inclusion in STEM fields. In today's world, Latimer's contributions have inspired efforts to increase the representation of African Americans and other underrepresented groups in the fields of engineering, technology, and invention. His story serves as both a reminder of the challenges faced by black inventors and a source of hope for the next generation of engineers and innovators who will continue to build on his legacy. Through his dedication to his work, his mentorship of other inventors, and his ability to overcome the barriers of his time, Latimer left an indelible mark on the world. His inventions continue to power the world we live in today, from the electric lights that illuminate our homes to the systems that provide power to cities and industries. His legacy is a testament to the power of resilience and innovation, and his story continues to inspire future generations to pursue their dreams, no matter the obstacles they may face. As we celebrate Latimer's contributions to the development of modern electrical systems, we honour the work of all the black inventors and engineers who have helped to shape our world. Latimer's story is not just one of technical achievement, but also one of perseverance, courage, and an unwavering commitment to the betterment of society. His recognition, though delayed, serves as a powerful reminder that the contributions of all inventors, regardless of their race or background, are essential to the progress of humanity. As we look back on the life and contributions of Lewis Howard Latimer, it is clear that his legacy remains relevant not only in the history of electrical engineering, but also in the world of modern innovation. In an era where technology continues to advance at an unprecedented rate, Latimer's work has had a lasting impact on the electrical systems, infrastructure, and devices that we rely on today. From the incandescent light bulb to the power grids that distribute electricity worldwide, Latimer's contributions have left an indelible mark on the world, influencing the very foundation of the technologies we use every day. Latimer's invention of the carbon filament for the electric light bulb remains one of the most influential aspects of his career. While Thomas Edison is often credited with inventing the light bulb, it was Latimer's work that made the invention practical and long-lasting. The durable carbon filament he created allowed Edison's bulb to burn for hours without burning out, making it a viable technology that could be used commercially and in homes. This innovation helped revolutionize the way people lived, worked, and interacted with the world, extending the productivity of cities well beyond the daylight hours. Today, the impact of Latimer's work in lighting technology can still be seen in the continued use of incandescent bulbs, though they have largely been replaced by more energy-efficient alternatives such as LED and CFL bulbs. Nevertheless, the principles Latimer helped establish continue to influence the development of new lighting technologies. For example, the transition from incandescent to LED lighting is still based on the fundamental idea of using efficient materials to create light. Latimer's early innovations provided the foundation for the modern lighting industry, showing how his contributions extend far beyond the specific technologies he directly helped develop. In addition to his work with the electric light bulb, Latimer's involvement in the creation of the electrical grid and the infrastructure needed to distribute electricity to cities and industries also continues to have far-reaching implications. Today, the concept of widespread electrical distribution, which Latimer helped to shape, is the foundation for how modern electrical power systems work. Electrical grids power everything from homes to factories to public transportation systems, and the distribution of electricity is essential to the functioning of the global economy. The systems Latimer helped design in the late 19th and early 20th centuries laid the groundwork for the massive electrical grids that are now the backbone of modern society. His work on the creation of early power stations and transmission lines helped ensure that electrical power could be generated and distributed efficiently, making electricity accessible on a large scale. These electrical systems continue to evolve, with new advancements in smart grid technology, renewable energy integration, and decentralized power generation. But the foundational concepts Latimer contributed to remain central to how electrical power is generated, transmitted, and consumed today. Latimer's role in the broader context of electrical infrastructure extends to the many modern innovations that rely on electricity to function. Today's world is powered by a vast array of electrical devices, from smartphones and computers to medical equipment and home appliances. The existence of these technologies would not be possible without the development of reliable electrical systems, which Latimer's work helped to establish. His contributions to power distribution and the creation of electric lighting systems paved the way for the technological advancements that followed and continue to shape the way we live today. Another area where Latimer's legacy lives on is in the field of renewable energy. While Latimer's work took place in an era when fossil fuels were the primary source of energy, the principles of electrical power distribution he helped develop are being applied in modern renewable energy systems. Solar, wind, and other renewable energy sources require efficient transmission and distribution systems, and the infrastructure Latimer helped create is now being used to bring clean, renewable energy to homes and businesses across the world. In this way, Latimer's contributions to the electrical power industry continue to influence the development of sustainable energy solutions, ensuring that his work remains relevant in addressing the energy challenges of the 21st century. Latimer's ability to innovate in the field of electrical engineering was not limited to lighting and power systems. His work in ventilation and climate control, particularly his invention of the air conditioner for railroad cars, is another example of how his contributions have had lasting effects on modern technology. The principles Latimer used to design systems that improved passenger comfort on trains laid the foundation for the development of air conditioning systems that are now ubiquitous in modern life. Today, air conditioning is essential in homes, offices, and commercial spaces around the world, making it a key part of modern life. Latimer's work in this area helped improve the quality of life for millions of people, just as his innovations in electrical lighting did. As we revisit Latimer's legacy, it becomes evident that his impact was not limited to the technical innovations he introduced, but also the way in which he mentored and supported other inventors. His advocacy for African American inventors and engineers, particularly in a time when racial prejudice and segregation were deeply entrenched, has left a lasting impact on the diversity of the field. Latimer's work to support and mentor fellow inventors helped create a more inclusive and equitable environment for future generations of African American engineers and inventors, ensuring that they too could make their mark on the world. Latimer's story serves as a reminder that innovation is not just about individual achievements, but also about the collective efforts to build a better world. His dedication to improving the lives of others through his inventions and his mentorship highlights the power of collaboration and the importance of supporting the next generation of inventors and engineers. Today, Latimer's legacy continues to inspire not only those working in the field of electrical engineering, but also those working in all areas of technology and innovation. As we look forward to the future of innovation, Latimer's contributions provide a blueprint for how to build on the foundations of past achievements while addressing the challenges of the present and future. His story is one of perseverance, resilience, and a deep commitment to improving the world through technology. By revisiting Latimer's legacy and recognizing the profound impact he had on modern electrical systems, we can ensure that his contributions continue to inspire and guide the inventors and engineers of tomorrow. As we reflect on the enduring legacy of Lewis Howard Latimer, it's impossible to ignore the profound impact he had, not only on the field of electrical engineering, but also on the way we approach education and innovation today. The recognition of Latimer's contributions is not simply about honoring his past achievements, but also about ensuring that his story serves as an inspiration for future generations of engineers, scientists, and inventors. Latimer's work continues to inspire those in the STEM fields, and his life serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of perseverance, ingenuity, and the need for a more inclusive and diverse approach to innovation. Latimer's early life and his journey as an inventor are prime examples of how passion, creativity, and a commitment to learning can transcend even the most formidable barriers. Born into a family that fled slavery, Latimer's journey to becoming an influential figure in the world of science and technology was anything but easy. His work, particularly in the fields of electrical systems and mechanical engineering, was groundbreaking, and today we see the far-reaching influence of his innovations in the technologies we use daily. Latimer's innovations, from his work on the electric light bulb to his development of early electrical infrastructure, have shaped the world we live in. Yet just as importantly, his story is one of breaking through societal barriers, overcoming racial prejudice, and championing the value of education and mentorship. His career is an exemplary case of how access to knowledge, education, and mentorship can enable even the most marginalized individuals to make world-changing contributions. Modern initiatives to honor Latimer's legacy often center on increasing awareness of his work and ensuring that his story is shared with new generations of students and innovators. Schools, museums, and educational programs that focus on STEM education increasingly use Latimer's story as a powerful teaching tool, emphasizing the value of perseverance, creativity, and the importance of making technological innovations accessible to everyone. His story is an important lesson in the value of diversity in STEM fields, showing how individuals from historically underrepresented groups can have a significant and lasting impact on the world of science and technology. As efforts to increase diversity in engineering and technology continue, Latimer's legacy provides a model for how the contributions of marginalized communities can be uplifted and celebrated. Today, there is a growing recognition that the future of innovation lies in ensuring that people from all backgrounds are encouraged and supported to pursue careers in technology and invention. Latimer's example of excellence, despite the racial and social challenges of his time, continues to inspire a new generation of engineers and inventors who are committed to breaking down the barriers that prevent diverse voices from contributing to scientific progress. In the world of electrical engineering, Latimer's work continues to be foundational. The systems of electrical power generation and distribution that he helped to develop remain crucial to modern life. As the world increasingly turns to renewable energy sources and looks for ways to innovate in the energy sector, Latimer's work serves as an important reminder that the innovations of today are built upon the discoveries of the past. His work on the development of carbon filaments, power stations, and electrical grids paved the way for the technologies that drive the modern electrical landscape. From solar energy to smart grids and electric vehicles, educational institutions have started to integrate Latimer's achievements into their curricula as a way to inspire young engineers, especially those from underrepresented communities. By highlighting Latimer's groundbreaking work, students are introduced not only to the technical aspects of electrical engineering, but also to the power of persistence and the importance of creating inclusive environments for future innovators. In this way, Latimer's story helps to fill the gap in STEM education, offering a more complete picture of the history of electrical engineering, one that includes the contributions of diverse inventors and innovators. Moreover, Latimer's legacy has spurred new efforts to bridge the gap between technology and community development. His work in making electric lighting accessible and reliable for homes and businesses set the stage for modern infrastructure that serves people across the globe. The focus on sustainable energy, smart infrastructure, and the future of electricity is still shaped by the principles of accessibility, efficiency, and reliability that Latimer helped establish. His work has inspired engineers to think not just about technology itself, but about how those technologies can be used to improve the quality of life for people everywhere, regardless of their socio-economic background. In addition to his technical contributions, Latimer's role as a mentor and advocate for other inventors has become increasingly important in the conversation about diversity in STEM fields. He dedicated much of his life to guiding and supporting other African American inventors and engineers, helping them navigate the complexities of patent law and the technical challenges they faced. By mentoring others, Latimer ensured that the legacy of black inventors continued to thrive, and that their contributions were not lost to history. Latimer's story is also a reminder of the need to continue advocating for equal opportunities in STEM education and careers. Despite the significant progress that has been made in recent years to increase diversity in engineering and technology, there is still much work to be done. Latimer's story encourages us to continue pushing for systems that allow individuals of all backgrounds to succeed in innovation, regardless of the obstacles they may face. By continuing to build on Latimer's work, we can ensure that the voices of underrepresented inventors and engineers are heard, and that their contributions continue to shape the future of technology. As we celebrate Latimer's legacy today, we recognize that his contributions are far-reaching and continue to impact the fields of engineering, technology, and innovation. His work has had a profound effect on the development of modern electrical systems, and his efforts to mentor and support fellow inventors have left a lasting mark on the world of invention. By sharing his story and honoring his legacy, we ensure that future generations of engineers, particularly those from underrepresented communities, are inspired to follow in his footsteps and make their own lasting contributions to the world. As we reach the final segment of Lewis Howard Latimer's journey, we reflect on the remarkable life and legacy of a man whose work continues to shape the world we live in today. Latimer's contributions to electrical engineering, particularly his role in the development of the incandescent light bulb and electrical power systems, have left an indelible mark on the fabric of modern society. Yet his story goes beyond his technical achievements. It is also a testament to the resilience, perseverance, and quiet determination of a man who overcame racial barriers to change the world for the better. Latimer's legacy is one that continues to inspire and motivate future generations of engineers, inventors, and innovators. His work in developing the carbon filament for Edison's electric light bulb was a turning point in the history of electrical lighting, making it practical and commercially viable. His contribution to the electric light bulb was not just about invention. It was about solving a critical problem and making an idea that had once seemed impossible into something that could be used to improve the lives of millions of people around the world. But Latimer's contributions went beyond just the electric light bulb. His work on electrical power systems and the development of infrastructure to distribute electricity laid the foundation for the modern electrical grids that power our cities, industries, and homes. Without Latimer's innovations in electrical systems, the widespread electrification of urban areas would have taken much longer and been far more challenging. The modern world as we know it, powered by electricity, owes much to Latimer's pioneering work. Latimer's life is also an example of the untold stories of African American inventors and engineers who helped shape the technological advancements of their time. As a black inventor in a racially segregated society, Latimer faced numerous challenges, yet he never allowed racial prejudice to hinder his pursuit of excellence. He worked quietly and steadily, contributing to the development of technologies that would become the backbone of modern society. His story is an important reminder that the contributions of marginalized groups have been essential to the progress of innovation, even if those contributions were often overlooked or overshadowed. In today's world, Latimer's legacy is increasingly recognized. His name is now celebrated alongside those of his contemporaries, Thomas Edison, Nikola Tesla, and others, as one of the unsung heroes of the electrical engineering revolution. Through the efforts of historians, educators, and institutions, Latimer's story has been brought to the forefront, ensuring that future generations understand the immense impact he had on the development of modern electrical systems. His induction into the National Inventors Hall of Fame in 2006 marked a significant step in recognizing his contributions, but even more importantly, it helped bring attention to the vital role of African American inventors in shaping the course of history. Latimer's life serves as an example of the power of mentorship and community. Throughout his career, he mentored other inventors and engineers, particularly those from African American communities who faced the same challenges and obstacles that he had encountered. By helping others navigate the patent process, providing guidance on technical challenges, and advocating for the rights of black inventors, Latimer created a sense of solidarity within the field of electrical engineering. His work in mentoring future generations ensured that African American inventors would have a platform to showcase their work and make lasting contributions to the field. Latimer's legacy also extends to the world of education. Today, history is used as a powerful tool in STEM education, particularly for students from underrepresented communities. By sharing Latimer's story, educators can inspire young minds to pursue careers in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Latimer's ability to break through societal barriers and make lasting contributions to electrical engineering provides a compelling example. For students who may face similar challenges, his story is a reminder that innovation is not confined to any one group of people. It is something that can come from anyone with the drive, creativity, and determination to make a difference. In reflecting on Latimer's achievements, we also acknowledge the broader historical context in which he worked. At a time when racial discrimination was pervasive, Latimer was able to make his mark on the world of invention and engineering. His perseverance in the face of adversity is a testament to his character and his unwavering commitment to his work. While Latimer may not have received the fame he deserved during his lifetime, his contributions have become increasingly recognized, and his story has inspired countless others who strive to overcome the challenges of systemic racism and exclusion. Latimer's work continues to influence the fields of electrical engineering and innovation today. Modern technologies like renewable energy, smart grids, and energy-efficient lighting are all built upon the foundational principles Latimer helped establish. The impact of his work is felt not only in the technologies we use, but also in the way we think about innovation, diversity, and the role of underrepresented groups in shaping the future. Latimer's contributions laid the groundwork for many of the advancements that define the modern world, and his legacy lives on in the engineers, inventors, and innovators who continue to build upon his work. As we conclude this journey through the life and legacy of Lewis Howard Latimer, we are reminded of the importance of recognizing the contributions of all inventors, especially those who have been marginalized or overlooked. Latimer's work was instrumental in shaping the world of electrical systems and lighting, but his influence extends far beyond that. His perseverance, dedication to innovation, and commitment to mentorship and advocacy have left an indelible mark on the world. Today, Latimer's name stands as a symbol of excellence, resilience, and the enduring power of innovation to shape the future. As we honor Latimer's legacy, we continue to strive for a future where all voices are heard, all inventions are recognized, and all inventors are given the opportunity to make their mark on the world.